Greetings and welcome to Winning Saturday Night. Oh my God, it's happening. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the show. So happy that you're here this evening. Thank you to all of the Winner Circle members that subscribe on a monthly basis and support the channel on a monthly basis. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. And also, Shelly and Wolfram, thanks for supporting the channel over on Rumble. We are, of course, broadcasting live tonight on Rumble, X, and YouTube. And we are off and on our way. All right. Just a reminder, the links are line in the sand. You guys know where they're at. They're in the description. If you haven't seen it yet, you know what to do. It's all right there. And let me say hello to this awesome crowd. Wolfram, thanks for dropping the links. Remember, guys, listen to the Wolf. He knows what he's talking about. And give me 1 second here. All right, that's done. Okay. Hey, Chrissy, how you doing? Let's see. Oh yeah, he wipes his paws up in the house. He's here. There we go. Never forget. Heidi, how you doing? How you doing, Heidi? Thank you so much for letting people know to hit the like button. And make sure you also, if you subscribe, to ring that bell. There's Talking Trash and Juice. There's Shelly. Even hostess with the mostest. She's here. And I saw Chrissy's corner. Let's see there. Yeah. Headed Chrissy's Creations. Sorry. I'm sorry. Kim's Creations. God bless America. I had a long day yesterday. Look, I already got a warning when I didn't do anything. But Kim's Creations, thanks for saying you can't wait. I saw when I start the show, the StreamYards thing deletes any comments that are there beforehand. So I'm using a reusable studio, and they haven't got that part down yet, I guess. But thank you so much for everybody for being here. We got a big show for you tonight. We got good news of the week. We got cool things. I'm calling it cool things now, since we already have funny videos. Now we got cool things and funny videos. And I was making an intro for it today, and my editing software on my iPad crashed and wiped out all of my projects for everything I've ever done. I still have all the clips and everything, and they're all there. I can remake everything, but it's like every project that I ever had still saved. That is, a lot of them needed to go anyways, but they're unless something changes, their history. I don't know if they're going to come back or not, but we'll deal with it. Thank you for that. We'll deal with it. I'm always making new stuff. I don't really go back to the old stuff too much. So, well, it is what it is. Yeah, they'll show them on the outside, but they won't show them here in the StreamYards. They'll show the comments up. That's why I have to go over to my YouTube studio. I usually have one tab over. There we go. Much better. And I can see it from there. I usually catch it too, and I go, okay, I gotta remember to go back. I've just learned how to deal with it. That's right. So did you guys hear about the big news today? So I don't know if it was the Kamala Harris campaign, or if it was it's just some people that were trying to support her, some mind control victims somewhere down the line. They put out this thing on X. Let me show you. I re-exed it, but it came from Andy No. And let me pull it up on screen, show you guys. This is hilarious. I mean, this is just how desperate they are, right? This is also how dirty they are. They will stoop to any lows they could possibly can, any level. Right here. Let me pull it on in here. So, according to Andy No and others, liberals on social media are sharing a viral fake image of Kamala Harris in a McDonald's uniform to bolster the unsubstantiated claim that she worked at one in Alameda, California. Harris's face was superimposed on a photo of a white Canadian woman who passed away from cancer in 2007. They stole and misused a dead woman's image to try to spite Donald Trump. Now, we're not surprised, are we? We're not. Hey, Dana, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. We're not surprised, right? Did Viva have a rant about it? I'm sure it was epic. He has a way of making it very epic when he rants about it. But yeah, there it is. There's the photo. Don't they understand that we're the like our side is the one that's really smart about this stuff? Like we will figure this out in 1 second, right? And then, well, what the heck? Oh, that's what she said. Okay, and there's the original picture. Man, how disgusting. Oh, look at that. Look at the angry, angry, angry person. Billy Nelson said, fuck you, Donald Trump. Good Lord. Look at that. You can tell that's from way back. Mm-hmm. Yep. Disgusting, despicable. Kamala Harris. And that's what she's about. Man, but I tell you what, it doesn't look good. I think we might have a landslide on our hands. I hope so. We really need a landslide like you wouldn't believe. We need a landslide. We're due a landslide. That's what it is, you know? That's what it is. It means good to see you. It means good to see you. Kind of clever. Is it more clever than let's see. Is it more clever than this one? That's the one I made. I repost that every time the McDonald's thing comes up. Hey, Kristen Fortunato, how you doing? How have you been? Christine Fortunato, how have you been? How have you been? How you been? Good to see you. Good to see you. Suzanne's in the house saying hi and hello to everybody. Says hello to T3, Heidi, Wilfram, and Haya. What's up? Suzanne, how is it going in Canada? Man, I am really off tonight. That whole like it's like my editing software crashed. It crashed my brain at the same time because it really was my brain. Memento, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Awesome. Everybody's piling in here, having a good old time. Mick I actually thought that one might pick up some steam. You think maybe it's the double eyebrows? It's really eerie looking in it. It's really eerie looking. I love it though. All right. What is everybody? Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Did you guys have fun last night? I streamed like 7 hours yesterday. We did the show in the evening show. We did an evening show with lots of news and stuff. And then we did the Joe Rogan podcast, which immediately got blocked. I appealed it though, so don't worry, it'll stay blocked for 30 days while they reject my appeal. But we all knew that was going to happen. It was a watch party. It was just meant to, for us to get together and watch it together. That's really what it was all about. And it's still out there on Rumble and X, but I mean, you can always just go to Joe Rogan's channel and watch it, right? So I don't expect much from that. That was just for us. That was just for us to get to watch it first together. That's all it was. And that's what we did. That's what we did. All right. Rolling around, rolling around. Might be a quick one tonight. Let's see. All this McDonald's talk makes me crave a fillet of fish. Oof. Eesh. Meh. Last night was epic. That was a great time. And I got some follow-ups on that as well tonight. And good news of the week, which will be coming up here very, very shortly. As I put everything together. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at some highlights from that with some of our favorite creators, and also some other awesome stuff too. Man, yeah. So coming up on Tuesday, just remember everybody, Tuesday is Gary Franchi. Gary Franchi's actually up in New York City right now. He got invited to as a VIP to the Madison Square Garden rally, and it's just a star-studded event. So that should be very interesting. He should have some good stories coming out of that. And remember, tomorrow night is The Lost Boys, is our movie, our final Halloween movie of the week. I get is tonight officially the official Halloween night? I mean, are they still trick or treating on the regular night? I heard stories some kids were going out tonight and trick or treating, but that seems kind of weird to do it this early just because it's a Saturday. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. My kid's beyond trick or treating age now. I don't have to worry about it anymore. This is like the years in between a Halloween between trick or treating and Halloween parties, I guess. Then I have to worry about a whole new kind of thing. But good thing I'm getting old and yeah, that's great too. Look at oh no. They even have the fry container. Ugh. Yeah. Tonight, yeah. It has to be a Halloween night. Yep. I figured as much. We don't get a lot of trick or treaters around here. I don't think I got any in all the years we've lived down here. So um, lots of celebrations here for Halloween because it's the weekend. Yeah. I guess people are having the Halloween event. I did a Halloween thing last year. Like a Halloween panel, Halloween whatever, whatnot. I can't even remember what it was. I did a bunch of intros and did I do a video or something? I don't remember. But yeah, I'm not doing one this year. No, 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 no. Um, we're just gonna be chilling. That's all we're gonna be doing. The midweek Halloween seem to like kind of take it out of you, right? It's like what's up with midweek Halloweens? I don't know. They're not as fun as the weekend Halloweens, right? They're not like as geared up because it's not really a national holiday, so all the grown-ups have to go back to work the next day. So we're like, yeah, we'll wait till it's on a weekend and then we'll have fun again, right? Why not? Let's see. Do I have my? Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what we did. That was fun. That was fun. That's what we did. So yeah, we did that. We did come as a creator costumes, I think that's what it was. And we had a fun panel of folks up here and we just kind of hung out for a while and that was it. That was pretty much it. I mean, that's pretty much all you can do on a panel is just hang out. Some people can play, sometimes it's games and then the games just kind of get like, you know. When you're actually watching something or analyzing something together, that's a little bit better, I think. A little bit more fun. Then that gets kind of chaotic. Trying to talk about things gets very chaotic, especially if it's something people are passionate about. That can get very chaotic. Panels are panels. But I used to do a lot a long time ago. I don't do any anymore, really. I mean, every now and then I'll pop over to indies for a little while, just to get in some conversations about people. Uh, See if anybody's ready for the advanced class. But that's about it. That's about it. That's about all I do these days. That and just so much going on with the election. I'm excited about the election. I can't wait. It's so close. Let's see. Can we do a countdown? It'll be let's see, we're 7, 8, 9, 10 days away. 10 days away after a full year of working on making sure we take America back from the corrupt establishment. And remember, a non-vote is a vote for the establishment. A lot of people don't realize that. They think that there are like, high and mighty for not casting a vote. They think that they are somehow above everybody else for not doing it. But it's still just I mean, a non-vote is what you're saying is I'm okay with the way things are. I'm okay with them staying in charge. I'm fine with it. That's what a non-vote is, you know. So that I've always said that's a vote for the establishment. Hey, Kims, how you doing? How you doing? It just sucks when the weather has been so bad for trick or treating for the last 40 years. When I was a kid, I went as a belly dancer, and now kids need their snowsuits under the costumes. It's going to be a very warm Halloween. We were doing some weather reporting here a little while back, prepping people for the weather to come, and it's going to be a colder and snowier winter, but after the new year, it's going to be like a late winter kind of thing. Hey, Toy, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good evening, good morning, wherever you are today. Right on. Good to see you. Happy that you're here. We're gonna get ready to start up the good news of the week here in just a few, just a few. I'm just reeling it in here slowly but surely. letting everybody gather and say hello. It's Saturday night. It's laid back. We work hard. We work hard during the week. Yes, we do. We learn and we keep up to date with things. And we do all that. We do the good work, the hard but the good work all week long. Saturday night, we just take it easy, laid back, chill, have a good time. We watch some good news, we watch some cool stuff, we watch some funny stuff, listen to a little music, then we dance our way out and out of here. Yeah. So I'm happy that each and every one of you are here this evening to share a winning Saturday night together. Indeed. Well, what do you say we get this party started?
Yeah, we're here to spread the word, bringing joy and love to each and every nerve. Positive vibes, that's what we're all about. Gonna lift you up when you're feeling down. Every day we're gonna make it bright. Good news coming your way. You're gonna smile no matter the day. Good news, turning it around in this crazy world. It's the good news of the week. Oh.
Good news of the week. Here we go.
The dog that was saved from inside a shipping container last month has arrived at a rescue, and they've just made a big announcement that means she'll be in foster care just a little bit longer before going to her forever home. On January 31st, members of the U.S. Coast Guard were doing routine random inspections of shipping containers, and they noticed some scratching sounds coming from one at the very top of a stack. So they lowered the container to inspect it, and once they opened the door, this dog poked her head out from inside. The container she was in was from Houston, and it was full of cars from a junkyard that were about to be shipped overseas. While they don't know exactly how she got into the shipping container in the first place, the theory is that she might have been living in one of those junkyard cars when the container was loaded. She'd been in there without food or water for at least a week, and she couldn't have been more happy to see her rescuers, who named her Connie the container dog. They quickly got Connie to a vet to receive care, and she was later transferred to Forever Changed Animal Rescue in Maryland via private jet flown there by volunteer pilots. And Forever Changed Animal Rescue has just announced that Connie is expecting puppies. This little dog clearly fought to survive, not just for her sake, but for the sake of her puppies too. She's now in the best hands, and she'll be residing with the vet who partners with the animal rescue for the duration of her pregnancy. A Seattle woman is fighting a losing battle against a wild raccoon for the title of her parents' favorite child. Stacy Rost says that her parents lost their dog recently and that her stepdad, Rick, has unfortunately found the worst way to cope. He has named a local raccoon Little Rick, aka Raccoon, and he now feeds him breakfast every morning. Little Rick now lives on the couple's porch, and they're so enamored with him that Stacy is growing concerned that the raccoon is working her out of the will. Apparently, Stacy's parents first saw Little Rick as a young raccoon with a foot injury, watched him recover, and became attached. Stacy says that her mom claims she's against the whole thing, but that she believes she's lying and is actually in cahoots with her stepdad. She's offered to help her parents find another pet like a cat or a dog, but they claim they don't want another pet. However, the evidence suggests otherwise, as Little Rick now has his own dog toys and receives a fresh egg meal and multiple snacks per day. They watch him enjoy himself from inside the house, but Little Rick now comes up to the windows to ask for attention. Stacy says Little Rick's puppy dog eyes are not to be trusted, but she has woefully accepted her place as second favorite child for now. Chunk the groundhog steals fruits and vegetables and shamelessly eats them while he's plopped down right in front of a security camera, and he's teaching his family to do the same. Gardener Jeff has grown fresh fruits and vegetables for decades, but in all of his years, he's never met a match quite like Chunk. At first, Chunk made himself known by sampling each vegetable with a single bite. This left Jeff finding not just 1 or 2 fully eaten vegetables, but rather an entire garden of produce sporting just one signature missing chunk. Frustrated, Jeff set up a security camera, but he couldn't have anticipated the sheer audacity of the little nibbler, who seemed to love to show off all the loot he was eating right in front of the camera. And what Jeff expected even less was the way that seeing Chunk on that security camera would change his entire perspective about what he would have previously considered a pest. He couldn't help but find the little guy charming, and he started to really look forward to seeing him. And when the garden became Chunk's new favorite date night spot and he started bringing his girlfriend Nibbles along, Jeff knew he wouldn't be chasing them away. Instead, he expanded his garden and he protected his own crops, but created a whole new unprotected section, complete with a picnic table specifically for the chunks. Soon, the couple welcomed baby chunks, Nugget, Chip, and Chibbles. Jeff says that he's learned so much about coexisting with wildlife, he doesn't consider them pests, saying that after all, it's their land too, and he just put a garden on it. I'm Jen, and I post something positive every day. And you can see more from the chunks on their tagged page.
All right. So that was definitely the most important news of the week right there. I think you guys would agree. That was the most important news of the week. We needed to make sure that we knew about that. This is my life. Oh yeah, I've seen pictures of barbecue raccoons and stuff. It's pretty gross looking. Pretty gross looking. Do they tend to leave the feet and the head on? I don't understand. Kill Gamer, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. All right. So the big news. Let's go to winning speed here. All right. The big news. We were all here for the big news of the week. The good news. But let's get another take on it with some clips and whatnot. Let me see. As I cue this up, Magadonald's. He's got a Magadonald's shirt on. For some reason, when you rewind just a little bit, it really confuses the hell out of YouTube. And only on Saturday nights, though. Most of the time, it doesn't do this. But Saturday night, it loves to do it. Because it knows we got all the time in the world. We got all the time in the world. Or do we? Come on, jeez. All right, fine. I'll refresh it. Only on Saturday night does it do this to me. There
it was incredibly significant. Some of the things that he said. He was funny. He was down to earth. And one of the things that I liked about what he said was he articulated how he came into office, and he had a great explanation of tariffs. Those two parts of his entire interview were incredible, and I think incredibly important for people to watch and listen to.
Well, you're inside the White House.
The biggest thing was just that first moment of being in this hallowed, it was really a hallowed place to me. It was surreal. It was beyond, to me, that was the experience. It was a surreal experience.
Very much humanizing.
And then with time, that wears off. With time, it becomes, your place where you stay. And I was doing a lot of, I had two things that I really focused on: governing the company.
That's what he has to say.
Link to the full interview down in the description section, so you can watch the 2 hours and 50 minutes. If you got enough time to do it, I think it's worth doing it. But there's a lot of other parts that are going viral online that I think are significant to give you a little taste of kind of what's going on in the interview. I think it's good for you to watch these clips, but if you want to watch the full version of it, you can watch it in the description section. But Donald Trump killed it. If someone listened to this and they were on the fence about Trump, they love Trump, or they kind of didn't like Trump, Trump won them over. He went through a plethora of different things. The moment he got into office was one thing that I thought was incredible. I mentioned it before, but I thought it was cool to hear his exact description of how it was surreal, how he didn't expect to win. And then when he won, he's there and he don't know anybody. And so now we got to pick people by trusting other people. And we all know that some of those people went sour.
The biggest mistake I made was I picked some people.
Yeah, you know, and it's like he had a lot of time to kind of think about winning it. I'm surprised he didn't think he was going to win it. But then there you are.
I picked some great people, you know, but you don't think about that. I picked some people that I shouldn't have picked. I picked a few people that I shouldn't have picked. And
neocons?
Yeah, neocons, or bad people, or disloyal people, or
people that were just
people
bad,
that were into the people
bad advice.
Yeah, I mean, look, you're reading about him a little bit today. A guy like Kelly, who was a bully, but a weak person. You know more about bullies than anybody probably around because you deal in a certain sport where the bullies are exposed very quickly.
Yeah.
But he's bad. Bolton was an idiot, but he was great for me because I'd go in with a guy like a John Bolton. You know John Bolton. A friend of mine called me up. I was picking Bolton. He's a very smart guy. His name is Phil Ruffin. He's a very rich guy from Las Vegas. He's a great card player. He doesn't play cards, but he's a great player. He's just a natural.
This is going to win him the election. And the fact that Kamala Harris didn't even have the gall to go on this show. Maybe she will. Maybe after watching Trump, she's like, I got to do something. But I don't think
she would never make.
You need a free and fair press. One of the things I like about doing a show like this, can you imagine Kamala doing this show?
I could imagine her doing this show.
She'd be laying on the floor.
She was supposed to do it, and she might still do it, and I hope she does.
She's not
I will talk to her like a human being. I will try to have a conversation.
Yeah, good luck. Everybody tries to talk to her like a human being. It's not going to work. She's going to lie to you. You're going to start questioning her, and then she's going to flip out.
I hope she does because it would be a mess. She'd be laying on the floor comatose. You'd be saying, call in the medics.
Donald Trump explained tariffs like a pro. Donald Trump explained how he's going to change the economy and the regulations that are in place right now. And when he got in office that he changed, that helped us grow. I mean, the dude got a plan and it makes sense. For him to say about car manufacturers, China's going to open a factory in Mexico and sell the cars right in the United States of America. They're going to put GM and all these other companies out of business.
There you go. So that's the gist of that. I felt like 3 hours last night was so much of that, but I just wanted to include a little bit of that as we start. But this, I think,
and here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Bigger news.
Donald Trump is,
this is the big thing. See, if we can get the popular vote, and this is what I'm saying, Nick, even if you're in a deep blue state and you're thinking about voting in some other way, just this time, just vote Trump, get out and just do it. All right. It's not a wasted vote. It actually could go towards winning the popular vote. And it does matter. And you do matter. And so, like, even if it looks like, okay, well, I'm going to vote for a third party or something like that, vote for Trump this time because we need the popular vote and we can win it. It's not like it's a far-fetched idea, because if we can get the popular vote and the electoral vote, they can't dispute it. They can't pull a bunch of shenanigans. They can't have any excuses.
And here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, here we go. Check it out.
Donald Trump is now winning the national polling aggregate. According to Nate Silver's forecast, based on the current numbers we are seeing, Trump has a 92% chance to win this election. Christy. Albeit in his forecast, he says Trump has only a 52% chance of winning because he doesn't care about polls. The question he proposes is, what will the popular vote margin be? And if the popular vote margin is 0 to 1 in either direction, Trump wins. So, okay, do polls matter? I don't know. But the betting markets are certainly saying Donald Trump is facing a major victory, and everybody's putting their money on it. So let's take a look at this. From Newsweek, they say, who is winning the election? Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump polls 10 days out. Well, there is no metric by which mathematically you could say Kamala Harris is winning. Thank you and have a nice day. Seriously, I mean, Trump's winning in aggregate in battleground states. He's winning in aggregate at the national level. The betting markets all favor him, and Kamala Harris is spiraling. Of course, take into consideration the shadow campaign, and maybe we really have no idea. All I can say is y'all better go out and vote. Now, I will also report out here in West Virginia, you've got massive lines for early voting. So Serge, he, producer Tim Guest IRL said that he was checking out he saw the early voting line over in Jefferson County. It was massive. And I said, yo, those people ain't going out and voting Kamala Harris. This is MAGA country, right? Okay, I'm sorry, mega country. People are coming out in droves for Donald Trump. I don't know what that means. But if you think, my friends, that Trump won because you're hearing things like this, then he loses. So you better go out and vote.
Yes.
Not kidding. Tell your friends to vote. Get everybody to vote. You got to go vote. Take a look at this. They say with just 10 days to go before the 2024 presidential election, polling suggests the contest is too close to call. that ignores all historical precedent and is an absurdity. With some models pointing towards a victory for Kamala Harris, while others suggest Donald Trump will secure a second term in the White House. The latest analysis of recent polls by 538 published Friday gives Harris a 1.4 lead over Trump in the popular vote with 48% of the vote against 46.6. However, they predict Trump as the favorite with a 53% chance to win. I am going to break down this manipulation for all of yous, and I'm gonna show you where we're currently at. Real Clear Politics national average. This time in 2020, Joe Biden was up 7.8 points. As of right now, in the RCP average, Donald Trump has 0.1. Okay, not a very big number, I got to tell you, but that shows based on all of these polls, that it is R0-1 favoring the Republicans. It is a Republican advantage. What does that mean? Well, we'll send it over to our good friend Nate Silver. Now, Nate Silver says, if you look at the actual math here, give me a moment, it's actually only a 3-point lead for Donald Trump. Well, actually, it's more like a 6-point lead because it's 53-46. But he's saying, I don't know, it's still a toss-up. He goes on to say that national polls don't matter all that much. But let me show you another forecast model that he has. And we just had it for a second ago, but we're getting there. How big is the electoral college bias? He says the chance Harris or Trump will win the presidency and their predicted number of electoral votes at different popular vote margins. Okay. So if it is popular vote R-1, what does that mean? That means that Donald Trump is currently at 0.1, which would be R0-1. Harris's win probability is 1.7. That gives Donald Trump a win probability of 98.3% with an average of 307.3 electoral votes. Well, we don't do fractional electoral voting right now based on the RCP.
We're going to try that next, huh?
Which 530 doesn't agree with. I don't care. If you were to look at these independently, let me phrase it like this.
Fractional
Your choice.
voting.
Do you trust Nate Silver's aggregate polling? He says, we're not going to include this one. We're not going to include that one. 530 does the same thing. Say, nah, that poll's no good. You can't be in. Real Clear Politics also does the same thing. Say, well, we got these polls. We got that polls. I think mostly RCP just says all the polls. We aggregate it all. I believe that's the best path towards eliminating bias because everybody thinks they're the better polls. All these Democrat pundits are just like, well, that one's too Republican leaning, but they're all Democrat leaning. Let's take a look at the number. 98.3% chance for Trump to win. It's meaningless because if y'all don't go out and vote, seriously, everybody needs to go vote. Trump loses. You're going to end up sitting back being like, he won. I'm satisfied. And then Kamala wins. You're like, how did that happen? It's because you didn't go vote. Every vote matters right now. You know why? Trump needs to win the popular vote. That is the most important factor. So I tell you this, my friends, if you are sitting at home, sipping on a Mountain Dew and eating Doritos, and you're like, who cares? Right. I live in a blue state anyway. Wrong. Let me tell you why. Search deep within your soul. I can see the yearning and the desire within to see memes of Democrats banging on tables and screaming. You all loved it when that lady dropped to her knees and went, no. She was a bit more enthused. I'm not going to scream. But if you want to see a rebuke of woke garbage, every blue state voter has to go vote. If Donald Trump wins the popular vote, he wins the presidency, the electoral college. If the Republicans win the Senate and the House, it sends a strong message to every single woke Democrat, corrupt crony, neo-lib, neocon. You are on the wrong side of history and you're done. And it's done in a way that it's not marching through the streets, smashing windows like the far left does. They go out and they say, you're on the wrong side of history, man. The whole world is watching. Yeah, pretty sure the people going around smashing and destroying things aren't the right side of history. Granted, history is written by the victor, so if you don't do anything and you sit back and do nothing, well, then congratulations, those people win. But here's what matters. If you are in a blue state and you think, what's the point? This, popular vote victory. Send a strong message. I know there's 10 million of you in California and a bunch are like, I ain't voting. What's the point? We're going Democrat anyway. You got to go tell all those people, if you know anybody like that, we need the popular vote victory. That means every Republican voter in California needs to vote. That way, all of these woke people, you know what's going to happen? If Trump wins the electoral college, not the popular vote, they're going to say he cheated. They're going to say he cheated. It's not fair. The system is broken. Take that away from them. Votes. Trump wins popular vote. Trump wins electoral college. I don't know if he will. These polls could be all wrong. No idea what's going to happen. But if he does win everything, it is all of us together saying outright, we reject your psychotic ideology. We refuse. And then you know what's going to happen? Big business is going to say, guys, this is a strong rebuke of these ideas and we better not entertain them because we're going to lose out. Hollywood's already having a problem with woke movies. Don't give them any more. Don't give them reason to say we should make more of this woke garbage. They ruined the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Many of you probably don't care, but hey. We'll take a look at this over at 538. They've increased Trump's probability. 53 out of 100 victories to Harris's 47 out of 100 with 3 ties. Trump is now favored to win with a projection of 312 to 313 electoral votes. That's where they're resting. That is the edge, but it's no guarantee. Polymarket, of course, which is the betting odds, says Trump is at 64%. Just betting odds. If Trump wins by a single vote, the betting odds pay out for Trump. So people who are betting on Trump, this doesn't mean he's going to win with 64% of the vote. It means 64% of people making bets think Trump is going to win the vote.
There you go.
So we jump over to predict it. 61 cents for Donald Trump, 44 for Kamala Harris. Oh boy. And then the betting odds over at RCP, it's 60.7 for Trump, 38.3 for Harris. It's incredible. Trump is winning the battlegrounds. Trump is winning nationally. But the most important thing I can say to y'all is ignore the noise, ignore the hype, ignore all of it, and go vote. Democrats will try to demoralize you while riling up their base to go vote. Republicans are going to try and do the same thing. Say, you got to go vote. Democrat, you can't win. None of it matters. The polls don't matter. The predictions don't matter. You know what? Let's just say whatever. Follow whatever you want to follow. I'm telling you right now, if you want to see Trump win, you go vote. Now, there was a concerning ruling from the Fifth Circuit, it's out of Mississippi, where they said ballots received after Election Day are if counted, it's a violation of federal law. Now, this is a Fifth Circuit Court ruling, and we've got something big coming. If Donald Trump narrowly wins, that means in the wee hours of the coming days, Democrats will try and pull out mail-in votes and say, aha, look at this. Nope. In 2020, Trump won on Election Day. On the election day as prescribed by the Constitution and Congress, Trump won. But then they said, we have more ballots to count. We have to count them at 3 a.m. And then, of course, Biden won. And everybody knows the graph where Biden jumps up at 3 a.m. They said, look at all the ballots that we just put in the system. Yeah, according to this new ruling, a large portion, I don't know about all of them, some of them may have been received before Election Day, counted afterwards, but ballots received after Election Day in the garbage, which means there's a scenario where Trump wins on Election Day, and then in the wee hours of the morning, Kamala Harris gets just enough votes to win. We cannot let that happen. That means you got to swamp the vote. Everyone's got to vote no matter what. I don't care if you're in a red state or a blue state. People in red states like, who cares? You know, Trump's going to win the state anyway. No, go vote. Popular vote matters. Yeah, but I live in a blue state. Trump's not going to win anyway. No, go vote. Congress matters. If Trump doesn't win the House and it's a toss-up, they're going to impeach him in 2 seconds. But I digress. What happens if Kamala Harris ends up winning at 3 a.m? Republicans sue. Supreme Court says those ballots were received after Election Day. They're disqualified. Democrats then say we can prove we won and Trump stole it, and then you get chaos. We don't want that. We want a clean sweep. We want Donald Trump to walk in and say, guys, it's over. Let's fix this country.
This is what we got to do.
Go vote. Look, man, we are less than 10 days away. It's getting crazy out there. Smash the like button. Share the show with everyone you know. Follow me on X and Instagram at Timcast. Become a member at timcast.com. Thanks for hanging out. We will see you all. I don't know if we're going to have any more segments for the rest of the day, but maybe.
See you soon, Timmy. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for that vigorous report. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, just even if you're like in the worst state ever, and it's never been Republican once, just go vote for Trump. Even parts of California are looking really red, you know? But, you know, it's October, and here we are. It's the 26th already. And where's the October surprise? I mean, I guess on our side, it was a Joe Rogan podcast, maybe. I hope that it wasn't there. That lame picture of that lame Photoshop deal of Kamala in a McDonald's uniform on someone else's body, her face on someone else's body. If that was their October surprise, they really dialed it in this year. Let's figure out what this is.
The Democrats dropped their big October surprise, their ridiculous and beyond absurd fake news early this election year because so many states have early voting and mail-in ballots are the norm. And tens of millions of Americans have already voted. So ordinarily, they would have waited until just a few days before the election to saturate the news cycle with their breaking news, which is just the same old recycled story from the last 8 years of them claiming that Donald Trump loves Hitler. And well, many of them in the media know that this is just a complete lie and that they're catering to some of the dumbest people in the country, hoping to scare them into voting for Kamala, scare them away from voting for Donald Trump. Some in the media, others actually are that dumb and drank the Democrats' own Kool-Aid, like Mika Brzezinski, who believes it.
As important as Trump's fascism is, and is the lead story every day, his cozying up to dictators, his obsession with Hitler that has now come out, what he has said about our veterans, and what he wants to do with the military against his political adversary.
All right, hold on. It's Saturday night, so Saturday night we can take it a little slower and do things right. And you know, when Jacob comes in, we got
by Graftar's hammer, by the sons of Warvan, I shall avenge you.
That one still makes me laugh every time.
All fake, 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 fake.
It's all huge news. This is the future that we're looking at in the next Trump term, if there is one. But this is what voters know right now.
We've heard the same story for the last 8 years, and we don't believe it. We don't care. Sadly, even Bill Maher, who is a broken clock, he's right every once in a while, but he appears to have stage 4 Trump derangement syndrome as well. Either that or he is a fantastic actor, but I doubt it.
We've had 4 years of Trump. Yeah. Trump did not go after his political enemies with the Department of Justice. Right. That was Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Well, we had Hitler in the 30s and things were okay, and then we had Hitler in the 40s and it got way worse. Just because we had him.
He hit his Hitlerism the first 4 years.
Bro, Jesus. He tried to do things like that. He tried to do dictatorial fascist things, and he was stopped.
I did. I heard it on
the law when it comes to these student loan giveaway programs. He's flouted the law. Supreme Court opinions that told him he didn't have the right to do it, and he openly said, "I will get around the Supreme Court."
He allowed our country to be invaded, etc., etc.
And then he and Kamala Harris unleashed this Department of Justice against their political enemy, Donald Trump, their #1 chief rival for the presidency.
After they encouraged and allowed millions upon millions of criminal invaders, including many convicted murderers from third world countries, to invade us. This is literally all we're going to hear for the next week and a half. And then, well, if he wins, for the next 4 years after that.
As president, Trump praised Hitler.
Oh,
Take a moment to think about what that means.
That means the Democrats are so desperate and pathetic. They don't have any policies, any policy proposals, any reasons whatsoever why anybody should vote for them. And so instead, they are going with the most insane, ridiculous smear campaign in American history.
Oh, no. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You think sitting in the coconut. It isn't here on television. Mike, look at
her. What movie is this from? What movie is this from? I don't remember ever seeing this. Is this... When was Keanu Reeves tied up in the dirt and forced to watch something?
And while normal Americans are beyond disgusted with the Democrat Party's lies and the Operation Mockingbird assets sinking so low into dangerous disinformation with these smears, others, however, are upset at the mainstream media, Democrats, that they're not warning the American people enough about how much Donald Trump loves Hitler.
Apparently Trump's going to tape a thing with Joe Rogan. Do you think she should do that?
Well, she was offered to do that and she chickened out.
I think that she should keep calling Donald Trump a fascist. And I think that Americans need to keep looking at the rhetoric of Donald Trump, because I don't know why we're even thinking about electing somebody who's talking about putting people in camps. I don't know why we're talking. Well,
what camps are we going in? What camps? Is that a movie? Hooks up with two chicks in there, psychos. Oh, really? It's that movie. Okay, it's probably like based on a true story. This guy is the biggest clown show going, man. He's the biggest clown show going. Tell me, like, I mean, dude, how can a clown like that get so much attention and so much money? He's making money, like so much money for doing this shit, right? I'm sure, and he thinks, oh, I'm so pressed.
But why we want to elect somebody who's talking about mass deportation? I don't know why we're having this conversation about somebody who wants to terminate the Constitution to overthrow the results of an election.
By the way, that's a fake news talking point from a few years ago when Donald Trump warned that the Democrats were terminating the Constitution. So, of course, they accuse him of doing the exact same thing that they are doing.
We're supposed to be a patriotic
country.
Somebody like Colin Kaepernick.
We are a patriotic country, which is why we want to deport the millions of criminal invaders who aren't supposed to be here.
Thinks in this country, everybody talks about, oh, that's so unpatriotic, but a guy can say he wants to terminate the Constitution to overthrow the results of an election. And
First of all, where is he getting this shit from? Where is he getting it from? Donald Trump, he's the constitutional president. He's not the one who wants to subvert it with Marxism, like your team there, you poor underprivileged man. I mean, where does he get this shit from? He's just lying with this. I swear, man, I wish there was a crime against lying.
Colin Kaepernick was protesting on the job. Okay, when you're on the job anywhere, there are rules that the business establishment has because they don't want to upset potential customers. So Colin Kaepernick was upsetting the customers, and so he got fired.
Like even me bringing it up now, you brought it back to Kamala and Joe Rogan. Anderson,
yeah,
who gives a damn?
Well, I mean, I think you give damn who's elected president. And
yeah, especially if that president is a fascist. That's talking about putting.
He's a fascist.
He's a fascist. I heard it on the TV.
Charlemagne. This clown goes by Charlemagne the God and somehow became a prominent talk show host on a popular black urban hip hop morning show. But the Democrats' desperate October surprise isn't going according to plan. Here are some undecided voters in Pennsylvania.
I can't. I think part of the reason why I'm being pushed towards Trump so strongly is that I find that the Democrats and the left just keep going straight to Hitler all of the time with everything. So it's so exhausting. I think it just detracts from, it pushes me away from their position, and it's so hyperbolic that it makes it impossible to have good discussions. And I think it ruins the discourse.
And they are obviously
by saying discourse, I sound smart when I'm not.
Despicable liars. They are evil. Donald Trump is the fascist, they say, as Keith Olbermann tweets from his Manhattan high-rise apartment with his dozen cats. Quote, "We need to arrest and detain Elon Musk immediately. He is operating on behalf of Russia. Cancel all contracts. Seize his facilities. Lock him away in a military facility. Now, President of the United States, not tomorrow." Remember when Hillary Clinton called us all deplorables and how well that went over? Well, she hasn't learned from her mistakes, because now she's calling us all Nazis, because Donald Trump is going to be holding a rally in Madison Square Garden in New York City soon, where back in 1939, a group of German-American Nazis held a pro-Nazi rally there. And so now Donald Trump, she says, is reenacting that same rally.
Okay. Yeah.
And one other thing that you'll see next week, Caitlin, is Trump actually reenacting the Madison Square Garden rally in 1939. I write about this in my book. President Franklin Roosevelt was appalled.
I write about this in my book. It's called Hillary Clinton Full Bullshit. She turd whistles to her base. That's what she does. This is a turd whistle. She's turd whistling right here.
Nazis, fascists in America were lining up to essentially pledge their support for the kind of government that they were seeing in Germany.
This is Bill Ayers, protege here. She loves Saul Alinsky. She's a pure Marxist. Like when when this clown comes out here, and Trump should have locked her up, like you said. You should have locked her up. You shouldn't have been. It looked horrible. We threw a criminal in jail. No, throw her in jail where nobody's gonna judge you. They're gonna throw you in jail if you don't. You better throw her in jail. Of course, Biden would have come in there and pardoned her. So now maybe it'll stick. Maybe we can make sure that she stays in there for life. But she needs to go in jail, and not in a good one. She needs to go in a bad one, and spend the rest of her life there, because criminals should be able to walk around free. But anyways, yeah, her book, how to brainwash a nation without telling them you're doing it, by Hillary Clinton. What did you say in your piece of shit book?
Is committing sarcastic terrorism. She is hoping that someone will do something very terrible to the attendees at that event. And if, God forbid, anything happens, this creature is to blame. But surprisingly, one liberal lunatic who has come down with stage 4 Trump derangement syndrome is pushing back against the Democrat October surprise strategy of trying to compare Donald Trump as the reincarnation of the boogeyman. Michael Rappaport, who is some D-list actor who has been in a couple movies, little bit parts in movies, maybe some TV shows, best known for just ranting into his phone and posting the videos on Twitter. But here he is, surprisingly, very upset with their tactics.
Stop with the Hitler shit. Do not refer to Hitler and the Holocaust. Stop it. That Nazi rally that took place in Madison Square Garden in 1939 was just that, an actual true blue Nazi rally. So are you saying that anyone and everyone who shows up at Madison Square Garden for this upcoming Trump rally is a Nazi? That's a Nazi rally? Get the out of here.
Many of the libtards were very upset that Anderson Cooper asked Kamala Harris some legitimate questions during CNN's town hall event earlier this week. Check my previous video in case you missed it, where he not only asked her some real questions, but then when she dodged every question and spewed nonsense, verbal diarrhea, word salads, he would occasionally follow up with a second question, and even a third, trying to get a concise or at least some kind of an answer out of her.
You know what? I got so many, I don't look at comments about myself, but I was looking up some comments about my brief podcast, and I came across this whole inundation from people who are Harris supporters saying to me online today, like, how dare you, what a betrayal that you would ask her these questions. No, and I'm like, you misunderstand what my job is. I'm not on MSNBC, or no disrespect, what they do is they're very talented.
Very talented liars like you.
But I don't watch it. I'm not interested in watching what these overpaid blow-dried anchors think. And I include myself in that overpaid blow-dried, although I don't blow-dry.
He is overpaid. By the way, he is making $1 million a month. $50,000.
Freaking ridiculous.
And when you sign a deal with the devil like that, you eventually always end up regretting it, which is pretty obvious in this case, when he accidentally forgot that he had signed on the dotted line and accidentally acted like a journalist for a change.
But I'm not interested in the anchor's opinion. I'm interested in facts and letting the viewers make up their own mind. So anyway, I'm sorry this devolved.
Anyway, I'm sorry that I once actually had a soul, but it's gone now. And while I don't want people to get their hopes up too high and get too complacent and just assuming that Trump's got this in the bag, there is a possibility, if you actually do vote and vote like your ballot casts the deciding vote, there is a possibility that Donald Trump could sweep all of the swing states and even win the popular vote.
That would be great.
Get his great white
redemption.
Whale. Harris versus Trump national march. And you mentioned that New York Times poll, a tie. That's actually right in the middle of the spectrum when we're talking about recent polling data. You don't have to look very far to find Donald Trump ahead nationally. He was up by 2 points in the CNBC poll, up by 3 in the Wall Street Journal poll. Very close races within the margin of error. But then the same thing on the other side, right? You have Harris up by 3 points according to Ipsos. The State 24 YouGov poll, it's a bunch of academics, also has Harris up by 3. But the bottom line is, with the popular vote, which we really haven't focused upon, a very, very tight race, John. Fact is, Donald Trump is very much in a position he could win the popular vote, which, of course, is something he would absolutely love to do.
And would be something very different than we have seen compared to last time and the polling compared to last time.
Yes, and it would be a giant middle finger to the lying media and to the Marxist Democrats that we defeated Operation Mockingbird and we repudiate your communist crap. And the Washington Post just announced that they will not endorse Kamala Harris or Donald Trump. Of course, they're not making a presidential endorsement at all this election.
But they did.
For the first time in many years, which has the editorial board furious. It has others in the liberal media absolutely furious. The editorial board actually put together their endorsement, of course, of camel face. But then Jeff Bezos, the owner of the Washington Post, the founder of Amazon.com, put his foot down and said they're not publishing it. They're not making an endorsement at all. I'm Mark Dice. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here. And if you're a regular viewer, please share links to these videos on your social media accounts. Give the channel a shout out and encourage people to come and subscribe.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah, we got you, Mark. We're making sure people know about you, dude. Yeah, suck it, commies. That's right, dude. Get the salt out. Sick of their bullshit. Rumble doesn't like Dice for some reason. Yeah, I don't know, man. They don't understand the old school. Every day you ask Kamala a question, which takes a brain to answer. Yeah, we're all laughing. Anderson Cooper, used to watch him. Now you know he's a CIA asset. Oh, geez. That's why they had to have all these illegal immigrants in here to vote, because they already knew these numbers are going to be high. Yeah, they cannot, you can only screw people for so long, and then they're going to turn around and be like, screw you. However, they just haven't been able to collapse it fast enough. I believe she wins. We're all done. I believe you're right, Chrissy. I do. 100%, Kims. 100%. Trump's rally at State College, PA was packed, even though it started late. Watched it on Right Side today. Yeah. People are getting out to see it, man. This is his last, the last rallies for him that he'll be doing. Hopefully we'll see him in the future at future rallies for other people. Like a Vivek Ramaswamy. I hope they pick him next. I really do. But anyways, Mark Dice, excellent report. Thank you so much, sir. I'm gonna do a quick little thing about what happened to a Trump sign thief. Learned a quick lesson. Karma comes quickly, and then we're gonna go right. Well, hold on. This isn't gonna start in the wrong place, is it? Nope. Okay. Then we're gonna go right into a cool little I guess you'd say promotion Benny Johnson did. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but this is a really cool idea he had. So I got to show you it, and it went over really well. So we got to do it. I remain cautiously optimistic about a Trump win and preparing for the unthinkable. Well, of course you do. Of course you will, Jacob. You're way ahead of us on the preparing part. We could all learn a thing or two from you on that front. Well, and maybe you come on sometime. We'll put together a nice little prepping show together or something. Just a nice little stream about prepping. I've never done one of those before, but we'll have to outline it out and hit all the points, right? How to survive a zombie apocalypse, anything like that, or a leftist zombie apocalypse. There are some reports out right now of people being, the mind virus has already taken over a little bit, and there are already people starting to freak out. So I'm trying to decide if I want this grilled chicken ranch BLT. You buy one, you get one free. At the same time, so I'm hungry. All right. But they're freaking out, they're yelling, they're doing things like that. All kinds of stupid stuff. But you know what? There's so many people now that are not gonna let that fly, that they may run into a whole new line of resistance that they're not expecting. And as soon as any of that shit happens, I hope people will ranch DLC, yes, downloadable downloadable chicken, grilled chicken, BLT, grilled chicken ranch BLT. You buy one, you get one free. I could get two. But people, if they get their phones out and they show people trying to do stupid stuff and getting stomped, then that may just dissuade people from actually trying it. Like, no, man, them Trumps they're serious this time. Before we were just overwhelmed because of coming out of 8 years of Obama and all the mind control and all the Marxist subversion that came out of that. A new younger generation coming up with that mindset. Now people have had a chance to age out a little bit and come to it, and the younger generations are just wusses. So they, they can't that aged up. They're too busy trying to figure out their identity to do anything like learn a martial art or lift a weight or anything like that. So, so maybe it won't be as bad this time. There's still plenty of crazies out there that are ready to, get into some kind of violence at any drop of any hat. But if there's enough of us there, they can't come up against it. So yeah, let's see. I'm not so sure people will put up with this election turnout for Harris. They may have had enough. I hope so. Thomas, did you come in here? Yeah, there he is. All right. You're the one with the downloadable content. Gotcha. I think they expected a hope for it. Yeah, maybe. But man, we want to win because we can see them go out on the street and cry and cry and cry. And so you have a replica of the Ark of the Covenant at Mar-a-Lago. I don't know what you're talking about there, man. I hope they do. I really hope they do. I bet he does. Okay, repeat what you was talking about. I missed something about the brain. All right, let's get into this next two reports here. Let's rock and roll.
On the Old North Side, one homeowner is taking a stand.
I put the frames together, and I've had to use duct tape to stretch them and to hold them up.
He's showing public support for his candidate of choice, but you don't have to look closely to see the sign is in rough shape.
It's doing pretty good now until the next person comes along and tries to steal it.
Philip, who asked us not to use his last name, points to 2 attempted thefts in about 4 weeks' time. The first happened within a week of the sign hitting the grass.
And I looked out my front door one day, and the sign was laying probably about 4 feet over, and it was crumpled up pretty good.
But both attempts at snatching the sign have been unsuccessful.
I'm 2-0 right now on that.
You see, Philip figured this might happen. That's why he's taking matters into his own hands with some fishing wire and string spray painted green. He set up a
and some pop-up machine gun turrets. Let's go.
Camera after the first attempt. It captured a woman on Tuesday trying to take off with the goods.
Look at that.
But you can see she doesn't make it far.
She loses her footing and lost her grip, and she went flying.
Now Philip has this to say to anyone else who might think of setting foot on his lawn.
Whether it's a Hillary, Bernie, or Trump sign, it's not yours. It don't belong to you. You might disagree with whatever the politics are, but it's not yours. Leave it alone.
Yep. We gotta ride by and see your stupid Harris wall signs. Electrify those signs. I've got a sign I'm gonna stick down at the end of the road. On right before election. It's for the people that are undecided or going on election day. I just have a feeling. I mean, there are people around that have signs out. This is a kind of like a sign friendly area, but I'm not so sure about the people across the street or down and way down the way there, like that pass by. I'm not so sure about them. I don't really know them, but not so sure about them. But anyways, it's one of those things, man. I mean, I used to have no problem throwing a Ron Paul sign in my yard. Used to have no problem. I want Biden, Harris, and Harris Walls voters to pay my bills. Me too. Yes, indeed. Some guy ran over the sign for Trump with his car and screwed up the bottom of his car. Oh, I think I saw that. And he had to pull over on the side of the road. That was good. This is mega country us. I got two signs. I got one as a keepsake. We got one to put out and just expected to disappear. So that's why I got 2. All the money went to help the campaign. So there you have it. All right. Check this out. Speaking of MAGA country, let's go. Jesus. Long exit.
Shout out Donald Trump. Go vote for Donald Trump.
What's my message to Donald Trump? Thank you, Trump. Thank you for making gas cheap again.
You got a message, Donald Trump?
I need him back in the chair. You know that money flow.
Put Trump back in the chair.
Money flow.
Make America great again. Look,
Make this gas great again.
Trump's gonna put those in the store. Can we do the Trump dance? I'll do the Trump dance.
Oh, that's it. Oh, we gotta put some more hip to this. I don't like that. Come on.
All right, Trump. We've done the remix of the Trump dance. That's right.
All our night thanks go to the good people of the day. Yeah.
Hallelujah. We're out here, Betty on the block.
Has Nate come to his senses? Is he going to vote for Trump, or is he still all sticking up his head up his ass? Because last time he's like, I don't like him. Has he come to his senses? I mean, Nate seems like a reasonable guy. I mean, he seems like he might, like, get boxed into his own belief system sometimes. But has he come to his senses? Is he going to vote for Trump? Is he going to vote to save America, or is he going to vote to continue the corruption of the ruthless, toxic, evil establishment? Which one is he choosing?
You remember gas prices under President Trump being a lot lower, but how low were they? Well, according to the U.S. Department of Energy, gas prices hit $1.84 per gallon.
Is he going to vote for Trump though? I haven't checked it on Nate in a long time, and I just don't know. I know that he's been very hard-headed about listening to people about the reasons why you shouldn't be part of the corrupt establishment, Democrats, but I don't know, man. Bad take, Nate. Who knows? I don't know. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping for the best.
National average under President Trump. That's the price we're going to charge people today at the I-9 Food Mart in downtown Tampa Bay. Now, this is an area that has been hit hard by 2 back-to-back hurricanes. The people here are hurting, and gas was just delivered for the first time at this station. So we've got an intertime machine. We're going to roll the prices back to $1.84 per gallon, and as a special bonus to the people who are attracted to that price, we're just going to buy them a whole tank of gas, right? It's time to help out our fellow Americans and our fellow Floridians. Let's go. Trump gas prices, $1.84 was the price of gas when President Trump was president. So we were going to be giving away gas at that price today and see if people want to make gas cheap again. Let's go. There it is. We did it.
I did it.
We did it. Yes.
I got you.
Bam. Mean tweets cheap gas. As soon as we flipped that price back to Donald Trump presidency pricing, we created a parking lot, shut down a whole city block, and people couldn't be happy. Check it out. Let's fill up your tank.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you.
I got you. Here we go. I got you.
Hallelujah, Lord. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
We're rolling. We love you.
I love you.
We
baby.
love you.
I love
We love you.
Blessed be to all you. You know what I'm saying?
We're out here for our fellow Americans. America first.
God, I thank you.
We're going to do Trump gas prices today.
Trump?
Yes.
I would support that.
You're not being punked. We're paying for your gas today.
Wow. And you know what? I said this a long time ago, but I've been Trump because he did a lot for me, even in the past. But if it's a Trump price, bro, I'm all for it.
Oh my goodness.
You are ready to go.
Please.
All paid.
I love it. Thank you, guys. Please make gas cheap again. Make gas cheap again.
Yes.
Make gas cheap again.
Yeah, make gas cheap again.
Make gas cheap again.
Make gas cheap.
That's right.
Make everything cheap again.
Yes. That's right.
Shoot, not just gas, everything.
What if Trump gets in and gets the presidency? What was your message to him?
Hey.
Make gas
That
cheap
woman
again.
lies,
Trump was
Christ.
he had this going on. They might not like him because he got an attitude. We all got a attitude. Attitudes move things. You got to have a little attitude and a little charisma to know what the hell is going on with this world. Yes.
You vote Trump.
Yeah, I'm voting Trump.
Right.
Because, I mean, literally, I mean, he about our country. I mean,
That's right.
Make gas cheap again. And then on top of that, like he was saying, dig here instead of going, I mean, he's a businessman.
Yes.
I mean, it's literally it.
Drill, baby, drill.
I work for myself, literally. I'm a mechanic. I mean, like, literally. And it's only because he gave me the opportunity to do it.
Are you a mother?
Yes.
Was it easier when groceries were cheap, gas was cheap? Your mom?
Yes, we need to bet ASAP.
Trump. No Kamala. No Biden. I love you, Trump.
was cheap. It was better. America was great. Not a lot of unemployment people. So before, when we have Trump, that was the best time. Man. After Biden got the president, that's the worst time that we have passed. We need Trump back to the president. Be president of 2025.
Yes.
No, Kamala, sorry.
No communism.
No communism.
No communism. No communism.
Never. Not
in America. This is
Please, United States, this is America.
Yes, that's right.
Definitely.
You got a message, Donald Trump?
I need him back in the chair. He know that money flow.
Put Trump back in the chair.
Money flow.
What's your message to people who made the gas prices so high and the grocery prices so high?
They waxing. Making it hard for black people to live.
Let's hear it.
I remember when it was 26 cents a gallon.
26 cents a gallon.
Yeah.
Now that's a good price.
Can't afford it.
That's right. Working class, man. The working class can't afford that.
I know that's right.
Yeah. That was the average price when Donald Trump was president.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We need Trump.
We need that again. We put that price up, and then suddenly the whole block's ready to come get gas.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's the price we need, because it's
That's
definitely high.
You got a family. This is a beautiful family. It's hard to raise kids. It's hard to be mom and dad these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. I don't even look at Publix. I don't look Publix way because I don't have the money for it. Shout out to Trump.
Shout out to Trump. Trump for moms and dads.
Uncle Trump.
Uncle Trump.
Everything cheap.
That's
we
right.
need it.
Uncle
Everybody's
Trump.
going through it. Yeah. Everybody need help. Thank you guys very much.
That's right. Thank Donald Trump. That was the price under Donald Trump, 184.
Thanks, Trump. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get where he is so I can thank you. Thank you, Donald Trump.
We miss you very much.
Yeah.
Cheap gas, the economy,
Yes.
everything done got too expensive.
Yes.
Totally bit different before when Trump was in the house. Working man and a single father is hard.
Trump
man,
gas.
shout out to Trump.
Cheap gas.
Man, shout out to Trump for the gas, man.
That's right.
Praise God.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
All right.
You know, we all have crises and stuff that we go through, but the fact that, you know, it's somebody like Trump that's willing to give the people that's needed and deserving some free gas, some good gas. Hey, I'm all for it. I appreciate it.
Right.
Thank you, Lord. I appreciate you, Lord.
That's right. Give glory to God. That's right.
But I do like Trump because Trump is real. He tells you what's on his heart. I really do stand for what Trump promotes.
What's your message to President Trump?
You got this. You got it in the bag. Now you won. Welcome back.
Welcome back. That's amazing.
Just save us, please. Save us.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of things going on in the economy right now. He can pick from either or. I mean, there's a lot of help that's needed out here.
Hey, what's your message to Donald Trump, Big DJT?
To make America great again. Nah, make Tampa great again. That's all. Thank you, Donald Trump. Shout out Donald Trump. Go vote for Donald Trump. Make America great again.
What's your message to Donald Trump?
Dude, he's gonna kill it, bro. Trump, we love you, man. Come back, save the country from this bullshit we got going on right now.
What's your message to Kamala?
You.
Yeah, Kamala, we don't like you around here. What's my message to Donald Trump? Thank you, Trump. Thank you for making gas cheap again. When you're president again, I want to see lower prices for everything.
What's your message to Donald Trump? He wants to make it.
Stop playing. What's the problem? He know he got this. He the Trump, yes. Trump or nobody. We need Trump.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you, Trump, and everybody vote for him, and thank God.
Yes.
Love for Trump, man.
What's your message to Trump?
I want you to be president again. I want you to help America make it great again, like you did the last time. I believe in you 100%, and I know that's going to be the best time.
Right. What's your message to Trump?
I love you.
Yeah.
My man.
I love you.
My man. Hey, what's your message to Donald Trump?
Hey, man, great job.
What? Gas? Free? My name's George, Gio. A lot of people probably know me. I have a barbershop right in West Tampa.
What if Donald Trump got up in your chair in the barbershop? What would you do?
Cut his hair.
Yeah.
Cut his hair.
He's like the cleanest cut ever.
I got the
cleanest baby he ever had in his life.
Cut his
Donald
hair.
Trump made. What's your message to Donald Trump?
I love Trump.
Yeah.
Hopefully we take back our country.
That's right.
Donald Trump, you're doing good. Keep the price low.
I don't really have no message, but I vote for you. I definitely
go.
vote for you.
Well, stay with God.
Yeah, stay with God. That's right. I think he is. 2-time assassination attempt survivor. I think God's got his hand on him.
Do your thing, man. Go get it.
What about for the people in Washington, D.C., spent so much money, made all the prices too high? Got a message for that?
That's their fault. They got to deal with that. They got to wake up in the morning and deal with that conscience on it. You know what I mean? Some
Yeah,
people
like they
no
have
conscience,
one.
You know,
I don't think they have a
care about
conscience,
the
but
ones
man.
beneath them. We stepping stones. But one day, it's gonna happen. It's gonna come. But one day, I don't know when, but it's gonna happen one day. We're gonna show them how to do it right.
How about
We're not
November
stepping on
5th?
them.
So we got mean tweets and cheap gas. Can we leave these here or can we put them?
Put them here, put them in the bum.
We put them on the pump?
Yes, sir.
We put them on the pump?
Yes, sir.
Guys, shout out to this is the greatest gas station.
I appreciate your time. I appreciate your time, really. I appreciate your business. I appreciate your help with the community. We need Mr. Trump back for sure. We need the business
Most of
coming
all,
up.
I appreciate your money, Mr. Benny. Indeed.
Yes, he is. Oh, I thank you for doing it. Oh, yeah.
All good things must come to an end. If you want that gas price
He's like,
down,
I get the
where Trump
job.
had it. $1.84, baby. Help out your fellow Americans. Vote Trump. That's what being America first means.
Vote
Turn it
Trump.
into a parking lot out here. Trump policy is popular. It's your boy Benny on the block. See ya.
I'm just a little tired night there, buddy. All right. What's next? I don't put all the comments up. I don't put all of them up. I put some of them up. Oh yeah. Got a damn good video for you. This one's good, man. I love this one. Damn good video.
Yeah, I got a new show for y'all. Man, he looks terrible. No, he looks healthy. Yeah, he looks healthier, but that look on him, that Gucci suit, whatever he's wearing, that looks horrible. No, it don't. Yeah, it does. The pearls, that's got to go. He's wearing a tank top and a suit. He looks like a Kamala supporter. On the left, that's Trump. That's Trump all day.
That's Trump right there.
Yeah.
That Kamala supporter.
That's horrible. I can't believe
Yeah, man, he
Batista
looks,
left the house with that on. What's wrong with this dude?
He lost some weight. He didn't lose some weight. He lost like 2 people. What are you talking about? That's like he's what 6'4"?
6'4".
He looks 6'4", 150 right there.
No, actually,
them pearls weigh more than he do.
No, actually, he in the interview recently he said he's 6'4" and he weighs 240 now.
Maybe that may be true, Keith, but not right there. He looks 150 right there.
No, he's probably around 2.
Look, Keith has no shoulders. He looks emaciated almost.
All right, but anyway, the Kamala campaign went to him because they have a crisis on their hands. It seems like every guy that supports
not
them
guarantee I'll
is like this. They wear pearls. So they went to him and he did this video trying to make it look like if you're a masculine man, it's okay to vote for Kamala.
A lot of men is not voting for her, not because she's a woman, because they don't think she can be president.
Yeah, but there's an overwhelming amount of men that will vote for her that's not masculine. They're trying to change that narrative. They're trying to change that perspective. Hey, look at this, David Batista. He's masculine.
Yeah.
Well, he used to be masculine, but they had him do this video where he's boxing and dancing, and
he looks like he's.
Yeah, check out this video. Kamala's trying to make her supporters look masculine again.
Well, how much she paid him to do this?
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't for free.
Oh, I'm sure it was a lot of money.
That Donald Trump has ever done has divided this country. America will only be great if you vote for me. And that's bullshit. It's not making America great.
Play in the heel.
Vote for me so I can pardon myself, do anything I want, and get away with it. Just a regular guy. But when I look up the definition of narcissist,
you see yourself.
People want running our country. Everything he loses is rigged. When he won in 2016, because he lost the popular vote. The popular vote was rigged. What a lie, you little bitch.
He never said that about the popular vote because Republicans haven't won the popular vote, and I don't know, since Reagan or something.
Yeah.
Usually when Republicans win, it's through the Electoral College. He never said that about the popular vote.
Sounds like to me you're trying to do this paid promotion for Kamala's campaign, but you didn't do your research. You're just trying to, get it over with.
Well,
it just goes to show you that the information, I mean, the way you're talking and information, you're sharing this information and you're not being genuine about it. This video is like heavy. It's like chop, edit, cut, chop, edit, cut. You probably ran it for about 30 minutes and you chopped it up and put it together.
Yeah, look at this.
Fact that he was convicted of 34 felonies. It was rigged. Guilty of fraud because it was rigged. I know why he's so proud. Turning other horses like this. And the reason is because he's a massive piece of shit. This dude got laughed out of the United Nations. That says a lot. Got to be the system.
Oh, laughed out of the United Nations. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. This is how stupid this guy is. I never realized how stupid Dave Batista is. He thinks that's an insult. He got laughed out of the United Nations. They're God. Ooh.
I hate Taylor Swift and all capital letters. What's more American than Taylor?
He didn't say that. That was a fake bullshit. He did not say that. So he believes that bullshit. And now he's saying, what's more American than Taylor Swift?
Swift.
Nobody is more American than Taylor Swift, according to Dave Batista.
How about Governor Whitmer for just asking for federal help? He wouldn't return her phone call because she hurt his feelings. Do you think of anything more American? Shit all over Obamacare, promising that any week release his health care.
100 lies a minute.
We're gonna have something very shortly. It's like nothing you've ever seen that never fucking came. We love our country so much. I'm fucking shitting on it. Like Ali right now. Make America great. Let's stop all this hate. Love America again.
Stop all the hate.
So they try to give a masculine.
Oh my God!
It's okay that you can, for a man anyway.
Yeah, but people see that video you put together is just fake. You're just a total waste of time. I mean, you made yourself look horrible. You ruined the brand. You ruined your brand to try to mess your brand with a failing brand. She's out. There's nothing you can do to save her.
It shouldn't be close according to the polls, but this video you just saw of Dave Bautista, I think it's in response to this video. Yeah. This is why he did this video.
I'm a man. I'm a man.
I'm a man, man. And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Neat.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
Man enough to deadlift 500 and braid the out of my daughter's hair.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
I ain't afraid of bears.
That's what beer whole engine.
I'll tell you another thing I sure am not afraid of. Women.
I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women.
They want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
They want to use IVF to start family? I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies?
Have all the cats you want.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated
Pause the video.
Because I'm man enough to support.
Guy sits on the back of a pickup truck like that. Go back to that part. Ain't no guy with a pickup truck sitting on the back of it like that.
Right?
I mean, all this is fake. Yeah. That's the problem Kamala Harris is having. When she's doing interviews, she's not genuine. She doesn't answer questions. When Trump showed up to McDonald's, everything that he did was genuine because he's not acting. He's just being himself.
Oh my God.
The problem that Democrats are having, everything is fake, everything is scripted. Bautista, he was was so horrible, and he's an actor. It's just not genuine. That's why people are not. That's why men are not going to vote for you. Yeah. In that video that we just watched,
we got some good funny videos
more rural men to vote for Kamala.
Yeah, but they're not
going to work.
But they're not rural men.
They're like this.
They're like paid actors.
You got men like this trying to behave like a rural man, and it doesn't ring true.
Yeah.
The whole campaign, everything you're doing, is not genuine.
Yeah, but Trump responded to Bautista.
Oh, he did?
He went on a real man's podcast. He went on The Undertaker.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
That's a real man right there.
Undertaker? Man.
That's a real man. See, if y'all would have got The Undertaker, paid him about $200 million, maybe y'all could have got The Undertaker.
That's right.
That he would have been convincing. All he had to do was this. Do that eye roll thing. Say vote for Kamala.
Man, he would destroy his brain.
Yeah.
The Undertaker's not getting on that damn sinking ship. I tell you that.
Right.
But Trump responds on the Undertaker's podcast. Check this video out.
Everyone, November 5th, Election Mania. Choice is yours. You can go with President Trump, Kane, and The Undertaker, or you can take Kamala Harris, Dave Bautista, and Tim Walz. Choose wisely.
Burn, baby, burn. Get some flaming.
You see the difference? They're just being themselves.
Yeah.
The problem with Democrats, they try to be
Fire
something they're not.
in the chat.
Yeah. And it doesn't work. People's onto them. Everything about them is fake.
Hey, bring up that picture of Bautista in that suit, that black suit.
Who's got a fire emoji for me? That was burn,
Is
baby.
that Gucci? I think that belt is Gucci. Oh no, I think that's Gucci. Yeah, it's Gucci.
You'll never see me wearing a Gucci suit.
I always had a.
You know why?
Why?
Because I'm a real man.
Well, Gucci's is not got nice stuff.
Man,
there we go. Thank you so much, Shelly.
I mean, I wouldn't wear it with a tank top and the pants and match it.
I went to the store and those outfits are ridiculous.
I was hoping Hulk Hogan was going to be in Duluth.
Narcissist. Hey, look at me. I'm wearing Gucci.
Trump was a narcissist. Yeah. I mean, you're calling Trump a narcissist and you're out there boxing.
Yeah.
I mean, you're full of yourself. We're all a narcissist. Who's not full of himself?
I'm not.
Especially politicians. You wearing pearl necklace with a Gucci suit.
You know what?
You're not a narcissist.
When I think of a narcissist, I think of this picture right here. Those shades, the pearls, the tank top, the suit. That's a picture of a narcissist right there. Look at me, I'm wearing pearls. Look at my jewelry. Look at this ridiculous suit.
I got my the blazer and the pants. That's like, I don't know, women. I mean, men. Oh, fuck. I mean, it's too much going on now.
Yeah. That's the problem the Democrats are having. Like, men in this country are not misogynistic. Men will vote for a woman. They will vote for a woman. Yeah, they will vote for a woman. But Kamala is not that woman. Hillary is not that woman.
Yeah.
Dave, see, I don't look at that one fella. I forget his name. The Rock. After he endorsed anything with The Rock, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, he actually endorsed
Hey, baby, we're going to the movies. We're going to see Rock. Well, Kevin Hart said, nope, sorry, I'm not going. That dude tried his best to destroy this great country. I'm not going to go see him. How can you? And the thing about it, when these actors, you know, when they put their name behind these candidates, they're doing it because they're getting paid. That's the thing I have a problem with it. If they were generally like Trump don't have to pay me anything for me to endorse him. These actors, these people in Hollywood, they're being paid to do so.
I think a lot of them are paid to do it, and they really don't care. It's just money for them.
Yeah.
They don't care.
And they're auditioning for Hollywood. Oh, look what he did for Kamala.
Yeah.
Hey, let's
Just
throw
give
him
him
in
this
this
role.
movie. Let's throw him in this movie.
Yeah.
You know? That's
Yeah,
all.
they had all the leftist celebrities out last night, or so it's recently for Kamala. And yeah, It was ugly. It was ugly. I don't know how this. Well, I mean, they don't have a soul, so that's how they sleep at night. That's the trick.
Well, yeah, I think he dropped all that weight because he's trying to move away from those roles he was getting. He wants to do all like acting. I mean, he's doing acting now, but he's just being himself. Yeah, so he's trying to I don't know what he might be preparing for a role. Yeah. He's probably gonna suck at it too. No, he's not a bad actor. He went from WWE. He's always been a big, strong dude. He's playing that role. Pretty much he's being himself. He's not really an actor. When I think of an actor, I think of Denzel.
He's a WWE wrestler, and he played in Guardians of the Galaxy. He was the green guy in Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, I thought he was pretty good in Guardians of the Galaxy. He was pretty funny, right? Cena's a little bit more base than he is. He played Drax the Destroyer. That's it. Yeah. So I like Cena much better than I like Batista. I can deal with Cena. Cena was really good in Peacemaker. I like that show. That was fun.
Clint Eastwood, Samuel Jackson, Tom Hanks. Yeah. Who else is a good actor? That's a producer. Who else is a good actor? Actors. What's that one guy? It was in Hoosiers. I forget his name. Gene Hackman. Who? Tom Hardy. Yeah. Gene Hackman. I love Gene Hackman. Yeah, he was all right. Gene Hackman is all right. That dude was in Hoosiers, the basketball coach. That dude was in Superman, Lex Luthor. Gene Hackman is one of the greatest of all time. I was joking. Like Charlton Heston, actor. You know, John Wayne, damn good actor. He was an actor. He was being himself. He can't even act. But John Wayne, no, that dude was no act. That dude was just being a big white redneck. I still like this movie. I love this movie. But he was just being himself. Yeah. You ever seen him play a doctor or something? Who epitomizes? Hold on, man. It's John Wayne. You ever seen him play like a doctor? That's acting. That dude out there shooting people. Shooting idiots. Hey, who epitomizes what an actor is? I say Denzel Washington. You know, his son's a great actor. Who? Idris Elba. He's a great actor. Idris Elba. Yeah, somebody can play multiple roles. Hey, man, you sound rich. You need to pick some white people. I did. Who? Charlton Heston and John Wayne. Charlton Heston was good back in the day. Charlton Heston was good back in the day. I
love it when they go off. They're like so far away from the video now. They're like what the point of the video was. They go off. That's why I love bringing these guys up, man. They're so funny.
You see Planet Apes? That movie was one of the greatest movies. What are you talking about? That actor was forming that movie. Planet Apes? Their best actor. One of the best movies man, that was a comedy. Man, you crazy as hell. You get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape. That was one of the best movies. I liked the movie, but the acting was you crazy as hell. Heston killed that movie. Why are you screaming at me? You better put some respect. It was good for back in the day, but today crazy as hell. You need to go look at that movie again. Charlton Heston and Planet Apes. I remember he played Moses. I thought that was funny.
I keep remember that South.
The acting back in those days, during that time, the acting was great. But you look at today, that's like a comedy sketch. That's like Saturday Night Live. No. Christopher Reeve and Superman. That's comedy.
He's all right.
That's comedy. When you look at Christopher Reeve and Superman, that was straight comedy. That was all right. But you go look at Charlton Heston in these old movies. That dude was a great actor. Yeah, he probably was in those movies, but that what else? He killed Moses. What are you talking about? He killed Moses. He's not even black. He's not Jewish. He blonde hair, blue ass. I still thought that was Moses. Show's over.
You can't even do cocaine in this country anymore, you know?
I removed myself. There we go. Theo Vaughn. I gotta play this one too. What the heck? Why not? I got a story about Theo. I forgot about this story. I've actually partied with this guy before. I forgot I had. I've actually partied with this guy. He had a Widespread Panic concert. I'm pretty sure it was him. No, I mean I know it was him. He was a lot younger. It was a long time ago. Look, he's put on some weight now. Yeah, Theo. It was his first show. It was the first time he'd ever been there. And he was like one row behind us. And I don't know. We were all having fun, if you know what I mean. And and there he was, and we started hanging out with him, and we all just jammed out and danced all night long and had a good old time, and introduced him to the scene. But But he was a lot of fun. I've partied with some other people too. I partied with Carrot Top one time in a bar down in Buckhead way long time ago. Long time ago. But yeah, we turned around. There's Theo. It was his first time. I guess I've never been to one of these before. This is great. Wow. We were telling him about the band, telling him about all this stuff. And he was like, wow, that's cool. That's cool, man. Yeah, he was a lot of fun. I had totally forgotten about it. And I was like, all of a sudden it just dawned on me. I was like, hold on a second. I partied with that guy before. I've partied with that guy before. Yeah. So let's see. So let's watch a little bit of this after we get past the promo here. Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's talk about Theo Von. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Theo Von's comedy is a little different. I think he's funny, but I ain't gonna say anything else. But Theo Von interviewed Donald Trump. It was a blast. Now he's interviewed JD Vance and someone, I don't know who it is. We think it's Ruggs, a guy named Ruggs, Colin Ruggs. We don't know if that's his. We don't know who made this video. We saw it on Colin Ruggs' page, so we'll give him credit for it. But somebody played portions of the interview between Theo Von and JD Vance, and they also put the comments up because I think this was a win for JD Vance because they this is what the Democrats mess up at. They shame Trump and Vance and say they're weird and they're this and they're that and they're this and they're that. But when they get exposed to regular people in a long form interview where they could just be themselves, people start realizing, wait a minute, I thought this guy was a racist. I thought this guy was a Nazi. I thought this guy was a weirdo eating cats and dogs. And then you hear him talking, you're like,
eating cats and dogs.
This dude's cool. This dude is smart, actually. He's not a communist, a Nazi. That's the way I felt when I went to Trump rally. I said, oh, wait a minute. They tripping, bro.
No.
He a racist. Hey, all these white people supposed to be racist. What? Everybody cool in here. The protesters are the ones that's crazy. Then I said, what else are they lying about? And that's what this represents. So be ready to laugh because obviously Theo Von is a comedian. But just listen to this. It's incredibly funny, but try to pay attention to these comments in the middle because this is what people are saying after they're watching Theo Von. After Trump and Vance are going on to these popular podcasts. Ladies and gentlemen, Fox News and these other networks, they're good. But individual content creators are where it's all at. We get 40 million, 20 to 40 million page views on YouTube alone every month. We're doing numbers bigger than the news networks. And so this is a good move. Roll it.
Cocaine in this country anymore, And that seems like a crazy thing to say. And don't say it. Don't say that. I said it. But yeah, but don't say that anymore. The last one I went to, somebody selling a boat at one of them. Exactly. And we're like, dude, we're trying to get off of drugs, dude. And some guy started bidding on the boat. I'm like, and they had made him take it outside. Yeah, because it's outside issues or whatever. Dude, I was in a meeting. Some guy had a fish hook stuck in his freaking cheek, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Man. He
had 2 weeks clean.
Yeah. He either had a really bad night or a really good night.
Yeah, God dang, it's just like, all right, dude, catch and release, brother. Catch and release. He probably tried to come across the border.
See, Theo Von, I think that if I was doing an interview with Theo Von, I probably would struggle through it because his humor is very off. It's like an offbeat, right? You got to get it. And if you don't get it, it could be awkward. And you got to be culturally aligned with a Theo Von in order for that to work, right? If Theo Von was a black guy who grew up in Fort Worth, Texas, and kind of had the same cultural upbringing, he could tell those offbeat jokes, and we'll get it. We'll all get it. But if you grew up in a different environment, like Theo be telling jokes about people that I have no idea about. I don't know who these white people are. But anyway, I digress. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it's very, sometimes he says stuff and I'm like, I didn't get none of that right there. I didn't get the reference.
And I only say that because we've had a couple of Border Patrol agents on here, and so we've learned a good bit about it over the years. Okay, United States, Germany, Canada, Japan, Switzerland.
I can't see that.
Switzerland.
Terrible. Yeah,
Switzerland. Heard of that?
Yeah.
Comparable county average.
You're screwing with me.
Austria. Well, I think they misspelled it, dude. There's not that many zits in it.
Weight loss kind of drug.
Oh, it ended up having a black market. There was somebody selling it outside of a Vineyard Vines illegally or something over there outside of Charlottesville.
Outside of Vineyard Vines.
That breaks my heart.
That's the perfect encapsulation.
It breaks my heart, yeah.
Vineyard Vines.
She was a Kappa Delta. Somebody said she was a Kappa Delta.
Oh, my God.
But it's just that kind of stuff. Shakes me to my core, JD.
That's Man, that's dark. That's darker than a lot of what goes on in politics. A Kappa Delta selling Ozempic black market out of side of Vineyard Vines. I'm gonna have nightmares.
They call it Fozempic.
But I like worry. Okay,
Ozempic.
so America has a terrible obesity problem. Okay, and I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling if your doctor tells you to take Ozempic, follow your doctor's advice, not what you're hearing from me on a podcast.
Thick. I don't mind it a little, Wow.
I'm not a big raisin guy.
Yeah.
Do you like raisins?
Because I like grapes that have been through something. It's just who I am, But so yeah, I guess I do like it,
I guess I like my grapes, nice and clean and
I like grapes of wrath, which are basically raisins. Those are basically raisins.
Skyline is good. Have you ever had Skyline?
Skyline goes straight to the basement. I know that, brother. I'll tell you that, dude. I have had it. I respect it. Okay. I've had it at a wedding.
God.
I've had it at a wedding.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
she's a hot John Daly. Yeah. So John Daly doesn't really do it for you. He's a good dude though.
Oh no, I like John, man. I definitely. Oh, if you need a ride in an ambulance, hang out with John. You'll get one herpes. And I'm just joking.
I think it was Tiger
But
Woods.
also, it's true. I've been at 2 places where John's been taken. One time they came in looking for him. He went out there and was sitting in the shotgun.
It's awesome. Everybody in politics has a vice that's much worse than alcoholism. Is the way that I put it. But we
release the list.
Seriously, we need to release the list.
So that's just a little sneak peek, little creeper. Y'all
There
can
you go.
look at
All
the rest
right.
of the video. We'll put the link in the description section. But
Thanks, Tatum. That was fun, man. That was fun. All right, man. Lots of good news this week. That was a lot of. Let's see. Do I have anything else here? We did the Undertaker stuff. Yep, we're back up to last weekend. So good. We did good. We got through it. We got through the good news of the week. Yes, we did indeed. So I had, like I said, I was making a video for cool things, right? And that's when my editing software crashed and blanked out all my projects. So the one I was working on, I don't think it even made. I was trying to upload it and it started having issues. Like I started trying to save it. That's what it had issues. I don't think I even got it. So I don't have an intro for this. But I wanted, it's almost there. Anything at all? Nothing. I got nothing. But I had it. It was very cool. Did it come back yet? Nope. Man, it's really sad. It really is sad. I keep hoping like I'm gonna reopen this and all my shit's gonna be there. But it's not. It's never coming back. So I'm gonna have to remake it. I didn't have time to remake it because I was trying to delete stuff to see if it would come back. I don't know if any of my projects are going to come back. So it's a new day. Yes, it is. And I will be starting fresh, I guess, eventually. Once to clear out some space. I mean, when you go through how much do I have? Like space on here? Like 300 gigs or something? That's how much stuff I've gone through. How much space is on this iPad? I literally used up all the space, like iPad storage. Yeah, 256 gigs. I've used 253.72 gig of the space, and out of that, 203.3 gigs were used by my editing software. I mean, I do a lot of work. Put a lot of stuff together. So things may have a new look to them soon. But I know how to do it all. And I still have all the clips. I can just go remake stuff. I just have to do it. But yeah, if I don't, maybe I'll just maybe I'll just not try to have it, put it back and I'll start fresh. But man, there was a lot of stuff in there. I'm talking like all the law tubes getting weird stuff was in there and all the old stuff I had, every video I'd ever put together and made, all these clips and stuff that I've made, things like this. But luckily I saved them, I have them saved. So I didn't really lose them, but I just don't have the projects anymore. So I can't go back and reference them or make a new copy of something and redo it. But that's just the way it goes sometimes, man. But luckily I did save them. And so it is time for And I got all kinds of funny videos this week. Actually, but it's really time for cool videos. I guess we'll do cool and funny videos together tonight. It really is time for cool videos, and we do funny videos after this. So I messed that up pretty good. But I'd say we only got to do a couple cool videos a week. I'm probably gonna do more. Like I said, I was gonna go out and try to find things that are interesting and fun and kind of like, also show like what the future looks like, right? Like all this stuff about we need people to come into our country because we need to fill the jobs. I don't think so. I think that our jobs are going to be filled pretty soon by technology in a lot of ways, and then new jobs will be coming out, like new jobs like taking care of robots at restaurants and stuff. That might be a new job. And speaking of which, let me get this one right. Here we go. So basically, it's already starting to happen. I'm gonna put this on winning speed so we get through a little quicker. But so I don't know quite where to start this one. But yeah, it's already started. And so, and there's a lot of reasons why it started. But here we go. Chipotle tried hiring robot workers. Here's what happened.
This is pretty much an autonomous restaurant, save for one person, one manager who's literally managing the robots.
I look at the robots as humans as well, so I kind of think of them as my coworkers.
Aside from that one person, everything here is run by robots.
Some of them throw their tantrums, some of them have their issues.
White Castle and Jack in the Box are using these robotic arms and technology in their kitchen. With food costs surging, hourly wages rising for owners, and tech costs coming down, you can't deny it. Robots are coming for our kitchens.
Now, you might be thinking, what about the human jobs? Companies are trying to eliminate the need to pay workers, and this is going to be a bad thing for society. But many companies and restaurant owners will push back on that and say, we can't find people to hire. And if we do, it's going to be so expensive that the cost to you, the consumer, is going to keep going up.
Okay, but then what? What happens to the more than 13 million restaurant jobs across the United States?
We're looking at probably $7 an hour. Yes, it is less expensive to operate Flippy than it is to have a human being doing that same position.
Nearly 10 years ago, McDonald's said it was adding its self-ordering kiosks everywhere. Not only do they streamline the ordering process, reduce errors, and just require less humans, but also customers actually tend to order more food when using a kiosk versus ordering with a human. Maybe customers are just less afraid of judgment with a kiosk. Who knows? But now we're seeing AI voice.
Well, they can take their time too. They don't feel like they're rushed, right?
Assistants taking our orders in drive-thrus.
I can see a pizza place. I can see a robot manufacturing pizzas easily. Add toppings, blah, 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 shove it through, spit it out.
But now restaurants are racing to use robots in the kitchen. So what's going to happen in the back kitchen?
I believe this is probably the future of the world, is getting robots to do just about anything.
But are these robots the future of how you and I will eat out?
I've come to Pasadena, California to come to this restaurant. It's called Cali Express by Flippy. Miso Robotics partnered with Cali Burger to launch and showcase Flippy as
it just shows you just how easy it is too.
Ringleader in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's Flippy. Flippy is just an arm.
The customer has just walked in. The customer has headed straight to the kiosk to place her order. Meanwhile, the only human worker at this restaurant, the manager, is putting on her gloves, standing by, ready to go.
The robots are fast. They do whatever they need to do, and I'm just the one trying to catch up to them,
It's here where I meet the restaurant's only human worker.
The robots cook everything. I just put it together. So what I tell people is that usually they're waiting on me.
So this entire fast food restaurant only needs one human. And as you can see, the human is standing by. Sometimes when there's a lot of orders, everything is being held up by the human because burgers can be made fast, French fries can be made fast. So right now it says Flippy is waiting for a new order. Once an order is submitted, it'll literally tell me like 30 seconds until the fries are ready, 10 seconds. And then you'll see the robotic arm actually grab the fries, put them in.
Flippy actually can communicate better too.
This thing, and the fries will come out.
A customer places their own order on a kiosk.
They'll program it in here, and then they'll bring the food to them. There's no human to take orders. There's no cash accepted. It's all going to be done on credit card. There is even a biometrics. So let's say you're a regular person here. You can come, it'll scan your face, and automatically it knows it's you.
Then automatically the fries go into production. And this burger patty machine spits out a raw burger to start grilling. And when the time is right, it flips.
So this robot literally just made the beef patty all by itself. No human had to touch it until the very end where it's going to be added here.
We know that French fries aren't the only fries in the restaurant. So we have these area called the auto bins where a team member can place in the food, such as onion rings or something like that.
A human can put anything here like fries or onion rings, and Flippy will use AI to detect what it is, then know exactly for how long it should cook for.
Anything you need fried will be done here. A human will put food into the machine here. It'll go through the process. And then here is a timer.
Some cook for 2 minutes, some cook cook for 2 minutes and 5 seconds. You know, they're a little bit different. Everything has its own unique menu.
Afterwards, it can drop the grease just kind of
Flippy
like
never
you do
complains,
manually
never needs a
cooking
day
it. And the
off.
intelligence of Flippy, it's not just one basket of fries, right? It's all different menu items cooking at the same time, asking,
Right.
how do I not burn something? Flippy is now introducing its third version.
That is 50% smaller. So this electronics equipment, the size and the space, we used a bigger arm to be able to move. And
Oh, come on. How many conversations do you actually get in with people at McDonald's or like a fast food restaurant anyways? I mean, you don't really have time to be social with the people that are working at the fast food restaurants. They're usually all running over each other, right? They all want higher wages. And then you have to deal with that, you know. Do you actually have time to talk to people at fast food restaurants? I don't. I mean, I don't go to fast food restaurants, so I don't know. I have everything Ubered to me or DoorDashed. I mean, how you having a good day and all that stuff? Yeah. I mean, the last time I was in a place, they're usually just like, give me your order and get out. Hello is good. Oh, I'm sure Flick can program Flippy to talk to you. They'll probably have that. I don't go, but a boba and Starbucks. We are all created for human interaction and relationships.
maneuver. What we were able to do is
Well,
shrink
we'll get to
as much as
that.
possible.
This technology is getting more affordable. What used to cost maybe $50,000 might now cost $8,000 or $10,000. Restaurants,
You know, that could be a thing though. That could be a thing though. You see, when everybody gets this, right? They get all the flippy places, right? They get all the robotics and everything like that. People can go out and create their own human-only restaurants, right? And then you could have that, and people who want that will be able to go there. That's the beauty of America. I avoid small talk. I don't do fast food either. I mean, that it has to be desperate times now for fast food. And you know, and I'm waiting for RFK to do his job and get the damn seed oils out of here. We need to get all those chemicals out of our food that they're poisoning us with here. I don't trust any of it anymore.
can pay for the
I
upfront
haven't for a
costs
long
of
time.
installation, then pay manual monthly fees.
If a brand decides I don't want to pay anything up front, I'd rather pay monthly, then it pays itself back in the first month because the labor.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I think they will just have the oil on a timer. The AI can the AI it's not smell, but the AI can probably detect it, right? They probably take a sample of the oil and then run it through an analyzer and say the oil is old, and then it'll drain out the bottom, and then some new oil will spill out the top, right? And if they have the food is spoiled, that could be a thing, right? That's why you're gonna need to have humans in there somewhere. And fire, well, they shouldn't be starting fires, but if they do have problems. So we're gonna hear about some problems they have coming up. Pizza is the fast food I do. Okay, I agree with that. You can get away with pizza every now and then.
that you're offsetting is that and other benefits.
Once the burger is prepared, there's even a robot to deliver the food to your table. Now, this movement has to be programmed in by a human, for now at least.
If you want condiments, napkins, ketchup, you can do that yourself. You don't need to talk to anyone. Even something like this is going to be the waiter, the server that will actually bring your food from the kitchen to the table.
So what is it actually like to be the only human working here?
I think it's really fun. I look at them as my coworkers, so we work together to bring out good food.
Quick break to show you something. Aura will show you if your information is leaked on the dark web.
You talked to that one lady that's in the back. I think they probably need to have more than one lady, right? But this place seems to be getting by with one person. But I'd be like, man, you're paying me like a champ.
Issues amongst food workers that you might not even realize as the customer.
Since I started at a bakery, I used to get a lot of burns, but now that I'm working with a robot, working the fryer, I don't really go home with any burns.
The manager tells me that despite seeing all this automation, well, it's not always seamless.
Sometimes they'll throw a tantrum or they'll be too stressed out and they're stop working. And it's just working around that and just being able to troubleshoot and diagnose what I have to do.
Miso Robotics insists that this technology is good for everyone and that this is not just a matter of cheaper costs and replacing human workers.
It's helped because it offsets and gives repurpose the labor. So it's not just the fact that labor is very expensive, but it's also that there's a labor crisis. You can't even find labor.
She's not totally wrong. More than 1 in 3 restaurants have had to limit their hours of operation because of staffing issues. See, currently the U.S. food service industry has 1.2 million unfilled positions, and there are 25% more job vacancies in restaurants today than before the pandemic.
So even if you do find labor, do you really want them to do the task that's the most dangerous, or do you want them to help greet customers, upsell them, make sure the customers are happy? And so Miso's philosophy was, why don't we automate that part of the restaurant in order to help the staff run more efficiently and more safely.
So minimum wage for fast food workers in California is $20 an hour, which is one of the reasons you're going to be seeing more robotics in restaurants. I made a whole video about that topic. Make sure to check it out, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
We always want to make sure that human people have jobs, but if there are ways that AI and robots can assist us to do some of the like lower skill level things, then I think that that's always a good thing.
Yeah, so more assistance, less you know, you can go to the total robot place, which I mean would be like the late night places, right? You could like go by at late night, get a late night robot meal. If you just didn't, you know, you don't want to talk to anybody late night anyways. You're trying to grab something on the way home. You worked late that night. You're just coming home from wherever you've been out to. You're hungry. You want to get something real quick. You know, that could be good. That could be good for business. But you know, you have maybe it'll give people more time to interact if you have a combination of the two.
Attempt to attract workers, wages in the food industry have risen massively. The average hourly wage for non-supervisory roles increased by 8% in 2023, reaching $17.50. But even that has not fully resolved the shortage. Historically, immigrant workers have filled many roles in food production and service, but stricter immigration policies and lower immigration rates have reduced the available workforce. In 2023,
I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. What country is he in? Is he wait? How old is this? Hold on. How old is this video? 1 month ago? What country is this guy in? He said he was in California. He's saying stricter immigration has lowered the workforce. What? Anyways, so you get the idea here. I think he needs to get out more or something, or like get a new source of information if he thinks immigration is a bit stricter and then
the number of immigrants working in food-related industries went down by 15% compared to 2019. And younger generations are increasingly avoiding low-wage, high-stress jobs, preferring positions with better work-life balance. This trend has left the food industry struggling to recruit young workers. But hold on.
No, it's the pay.
It's not just wages and labor issues here. I meet this restaurant owner who is curious to try this robot burger joint.
In today's world, with the sheer amount of lawsuits that go on, minimum wage going crazy,
there's a lot less risk in terms of workman comp situations. People just are empowered by working with the robot.
Right? I know. $20 an hour for a 2-level job. That's ridiculous, man. That's over the top. I mean, I get it though. I mean, inflation drives that people's want for that up. That's still over the top. When you're first starting out, you're willing to work for less. You know, that can help you learn the ropes and you work your way up if you do a good job. But you know, then again, you can get Flippy. Flippy does not complain about his wages at all.
Robots.
What other tasks can robots do? Well, at Chipotle, Flippy's role was expanded to assist with tasks like making tortilla chip, a repetitive and labor-intensive process, which involves cutting tortillas, frying them, seasoning them, and preparing them for serving. Chipotle has emphasized that Flippy is not intended to replace workers, but rather to assist them.
We learned a lot from Chippy. So one of the things that we tested was it's basically a single unit fryer that cooks chips. And then when we realized it was an innovation lab product, right? So we're kind of testing, hey, does this work? Does this not work? A lot of those learnings were really incorporated into the next version of Flippy.
Wait a minute, though. I just did a video about Google's self-driving cars that are navigating the streets of LA and San Francisco.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about these in upcoming episodes. Grimsbar, what's up? How you doing? Grimsbar's part robot, so he understands this. He's like a machine, that guy. So no, you know, the expediter is still the one that's going to be able to make the adjustments on the hold the pickle, you know, onion rings instead of fries, all that stuff. That's what they were showing earlier in the video. That was my take on it. I don't think you can completely replace all humans in a restaurant unless you're just gonna get, you know, it is what it is kind of menu. I don't know. You just don't know where it's gonna go. I don't think it'll replace all of them, but you think you're gonna see like a huge amount of people in these places, as many as there used to be, which will, you know, reduce the number of, you know, fast food kind of jobs, service jobs like that.
Cisco without any human drivers. The technology is insane, but then why hasn't burger flipping robotic arms come out yet?
So before it was, oh, I'll hire somebody else and somebody will come wash the dishes and clean the floors. Now, where are those people? How do you find them? How do you make them happy? If they are going to work on this versus driving for food delivery, how do you make it enticing?
Miso Robotics tells me that it's working with other restaurants beyond Jack in the Box and White Castle, but it can't disclose the names because of NDAs. They say it's also getting lots of interest from restaurants in Europe and the Middle East. But what else can robots do?
Right now we have BurgerBot and Tuffy that delivers the food. We have Ecolab dishwasher in the back.
Will people protest or boycott the loss of the jobs that is inevitable with this change?
It's like, well, I don't want to pay for that. And so I think there's still just so much education we have to do for consumers about
Maybe it'll make them, maybe it'll inspire them instead of wanting to be a dishwasher to be a robot repairman.
the fact that, there's a cost associated with making food. We've been very spoiled in the United States to have cheaper food.
We're going to have to find a balance, I think, between being able to pay livable wages for people, but also being able to have accessible and easy and cheap food.
Will the more than 10 million restaurant workers in the US be phased out of work over the next decade? And should we be concerned?
There's robots in the cooking industry already. They're just kind of behind the curtain. So we're just kind of up in front about the robots that are helping us do our jobs and stuff like that.
Maybe new jobs will be created, and this is just a natural part of technology evolution. The same way farming jobs used to represent half the American population, but today represents less than 1%.
I really don't like talking to people, so I'm kind of like an introvert, but I'm an outrovert if I have to be. And I'd really prefer doing this because I don't really have to be out and about.
All right. That's interesting, huh? Interesting stuff. And like he was saying, in this one, I think I'm going to kind of keep it to these things. I wanted to show you guys some of the, let's get this organized so I know what I've done here. All right, well, whatever. Yeah, go there. Agriculture, right? We talked about agriculture recently. Not going to watch all of this, just some of it, but very interesting, cool stuff, cool things that are out there and on the way. But take a look at this. We're talking about jobs, and there's in line with the talk that we need people. We need mass amounts of people to immigrate because we don't have enough people to fill jobs, right? And what the future is going to look like. That's kind of like where we're going with these. Yep. So here's the agriculture jobs.
Save money, save the environment.
Have you ever stopped to think about how the food on your plate gets there? It's a long journey, from seeds sown in the earth to fresh produce gracing your table. But what if we told you that millions of acres of farmland are now being harvested, not by human hands, but by robots? Fortunately, this is the reality of modern agriculture. So how do these robotic harvesters work? What are the challenges and benefits of this technology? And what does the future hold for robot-powered farms? Join us as
telling you, man, be a robot repairman.
We look at how robots harvest millions of acres of farmland every day.
Already?
Imagine a world where robots not only build cars and assemble phones, but also tend to our farms and harvest our food. This vision is no longer a vision of the future, but a rapidly growing reality thanks to the development of 6-axis harvesting robots.
All right, so if you're a smart investor, 6-axis, you might want to write that name down.
Intelligence robot system that may be able to solve this problem.
These amazing machines are transforming the agricultural industry, changing the way we harvest delicate fruits and vegetables. Unlike their clunky bulldozing predecessors, 6-axis robots are nimble and precise, equipped with advanced sensors and cameras that allow them to see and interact with the world around them with remarkable accuracy.
Here's the thing, though, they may go a little bit slower than humans, maybe, but they'll work all night long.
They work. At the heart of every 6-axis harvesting robot is a multi-jointed arm that mimics the flexibility and dexterity of the human arm. This arm is powered by electric motors that grant it a range of motion on 6 axes, allowing it to reach, bend, twist, and maneuver with incredible precision. Guiding the robot's movements is a sophisticated computer vision system. This system uses high-resolution cameras and advanced algorithms to identify ripe fruits and vegetables. Right. The cameras capture detailed images of the produce, and the algorithms analyze these images to determine factors like size, color, and ripeness.
Whoa.
Once the robot identifies a target, its movements are carefully orchestrated by the computer system. The robotic arm extends smoothly, its joints working in perfect harmony to navigate around leaves, branches, and other obstacles.
You might be right,
At the end of the arm is a specialized gripper designed to gently cradle the fruit or vegetable without causing any damage. The gripper is often equipped with soft silicone fingers that conform to the shape of the product, mimicking the human touch. This is crucial for delicate fruits like berries and grapes, which bruise easily. In some cases, the gripper might even be equipped with tiny vacuum pumps to gently suck the fruit off the vine, ensuring a clean and efficient harvest. Using robot harvesters in agriculture comes with...
if you buy it once, right? You buy these once, they pay for themselves, and you don't have to keep paying them. You don't have health care. You don't have insurance. You don't have all the other bullshit, unemployment tax. You don't have all that other stuff. So, yeah, it's an upfront investment, but it's not like it's an ongoing cost.
Several advantages. First off, it helps cut down on labor costs as robots can work tirelessly around the clock, reducing the need for manual labor. This is particularly beneficial in places where there's a shortage of labor or where labor costs are high. Additionally, these robots boost efficiency and yield. They can harvest crops much faster and more effectively than humans, minimizing losses and maximizing the overall crop yield.
Or it's going to become obsolete.
These robots are also very precise. Their computer-controlled movements ensure that only the ripest fruit is picked, leaving the unripe ones to mature.
You know they're going to try to make sure you have to buy a new one every couple of years, though, right?
On the vine. This selective harvesting not only improves the overall quality of the crop, but also reduces waste and conserves resources.
Look at that. So precise.
One key.
But at least you don't have people crashing your border for low wages and and don't care anything about the country. There's that.
Benefit is the gentle and precise harvesting they offer. Their delicate grippers are designed to mimic the human touch, minimizing damage to the fruit. This means less bruising, scarring, and spoilage, resulting in higher quality produce that fetches premium prices at the market. Furthermore, the use of robot harvesters improves working conditions for human farm workers. By automating tasks that are dangerous or monotonous, robots contribute to a safer and more comfortable work environment.
There's still some people there.
Lastly, the sensors and cameras on these robots play a crucial role in collecting valuable data about the crops, such as ripeness, size, and potential diseases. This data enables informed decision-making regarding irrigation, fertilization, and pest control, ultimately leading to improved crop health and productivity. Comparing the cost effectiveness, 6-axis robots are quite expensive up front, ranging from $20,000 to $100,000, while human labor costs less initially. But robots operate tirelessly, reducing downtime and minimizing fruit wastage, potentially increasing revenue. Their precision in delicate tasks like picking fruits is a big advantage. Despite the high initial cost, robots pay off in a few years for farms with high labor needs and delicate crops.
There you go. Just a few years.
They excel in delicate tasks, offering benefits.
This is why I don't buy into the arguments when they say we need people. We need millions and millions of people for these jobs. We don't need millions and millions of people. We never have. I mean, why would we need millions and millions of people for these jobs or other jobs when this kind of tech is out there? And it's not going to replace everybody, right? I mean, we hope it doesn't replace everybody, but it might. There's got to be people to run it or take care of it, mind the quality, and do other parts of the jobs, right? And there's so many different aspects of it, from the picking of everything.
It's like fetching higher prices for flawless produce and reducing waste. For instance, robots are great at picking strawberries without damaging them, maximizing their shelf life and value.
You don't get someone's dirty fingers all over your strawberries.
Grapes, ensuring optimal quality. In apple harvesting, precise robotic picking minimizes damage, preventing rot and extending shelf life. Despite the initial cost, 6-axis robots offer long-term benefits like increased efficiency, reduced waste, and premium quality produce. As technology develops and costs become more accessible, robots are expected to play a significant role in the future of sustainable and productive agriculture. As we witness the precision and efficiency of harvesting robots, the question arises: can robots revolutionize the battle against unwanted weeds? Join us in the next chapter to explore how weeding robots equipped with image recognition are transforming the agricultural landscape.
There we go. See, now that's the real deal, right? That's why I'm like, I don't buy the bullshit about the jobs, because I know that's what they really want to do right there. That's what they want to collapse the country. They want to build a new voter base. They want chaos. They want destabilization, so they can normalize a bigger, grander, technocratic police state. That's what they really want. More division, all that stuff. As we unify, they create more ways to divide us. They don't need that. They don't need them for the jobs to stop it. Because we've seen it in the Line in the Sand documentary, right? That all those Chinese people that were coming here heard Biden said to come get jobs, right? And they're sitting in an employment office, and there's no jobs for them. pure pesticides, strawberries, no gum, no extra germs. Yum. Well, yeah, we have to get rid of the pesticides. That's we got JFK for. I mean RFK for that, and living in a more health, make America healthy again. That's what we're talking about. We need millions of people to artificially inflate the housing market to protect the investors of the wealthy. Land is always a good investment, or at least it was until the largest generation in human history goes the way of the river. 80 trillion in assets will be released into the market in the next 10 to 15 years. If they have enough herd animals to milk for votes, they can never be stopped. Exactly.
Gone are the days of relying solely on herbicides, with their potential drawbacks like environmental contamination and herbicide-resistant weeds. Weeding robots offer a modern solution, using image recognition technology to identify and eliminate weeds before they steal valuable resources from crops. Mechanical weed warriors use a smart trick to tackle pesky weeds in the fields. It's all about recognizing them with superpowered eyes. Picture this. These robots, standing tall on sturdy platforms, have high-tech cameras that take detailed snapshots of the field. Special computer programs then study these pictures, telling the difference between our delicate crop plants and the annoying weeds. It's like having a superhero eye that spots even the tiniest variations in leaf shape, color, and texture. Now, once these robots identify the weeds, they don't go for a tiny weed whacker. Instead, they've got different precise methods, almost like a surgeon's scalpel. First, there's mechanical weeding. Imagine tiny robot arms equipped with special tools like hose or rollers. They gently nudge the weeds out of the ground, being careful not to disturb the soil too much and protecting our precious crop roots.
Hose and rollers, man. Yeah, I mean, that nobody likes doing these jobs anyways, right? Nobody likes these jobs. Nobody likes them. Let's see, where were we at? Right here. They tried selling outsourcing and insourcing in economics class 15 years ago. We have to do it. It's humanitarian. Let's see. Yep, Yarbo. Everybody wants a Yarbo.
Then there's thermal weeding. This is where focused beams of laser or hot water come in. They zap the weeds directly, making them go away instantly, but they leave the nearby plants untouched. This method is perfect for those stubborn weeds that don't budge with other tricks. Lastly, there's electrostatic weeding. This is a bit like giving the weeds a shock. A jolt of electricity runs through them, messing up their insides and making them wither away. What's cool about this approach is that it's eco-friendly.
Right,
no leftover chemicals in the soil.
The weed humanity, the weed people are going to come out and be like, that's cruelty to weeds. You can't have that. Now we're going to have protests. They're going to be protesting the oppressor and the oppressed weed. That the oppressor robot is oppressing the weed by electroshocking it. It's inhumane. Weeds prefer to be pulled to death, not shocked. We'll hear that argument because they'll run out of things to cry about. Thank you for that, Wolfram. You should borrow to fund the entire government and pay the interest on debt for 10 years. Put all taxes into high-yield investments, plus 5%, and reinvest dividends for those 10 years, and then use taxes. Grim, you should be in charge of that. Yes. You think pesticides will go away? The machines won't be good enough. So we'll be seeing both these. No, I'm counting on pesticides going away, at least for in some ways. I mean, I buy organic food, so I don't deal with pesticides. No pesticides for me, thank you. You can have your Monsanto. I do not want it. I guess it's Bayer now. I'm old school. I say Monsanto. But yeah, you can keep your Roundup. I don't want it. I don't want it. But yeah, I think that we need to get pesticides to go away. At least the kinds we're using right now. Maybe robots can help us with that. To pay off debt over the next 10 years afterwards, all taxes can be canceled. Well, Graham, haven't you caught the good news about Trump and tariffs? He's going to try to get rid of income tax. Then what do we do? Let's start the protest. Weeds are plants. Weeds are plants. Weeds are plants. We should do it. They'll totally, they'll buy into it. That they'll go for it. They'll go for it. Weeds lives matter. Yes. Did you know right now they're using robots to shock weeds right where they're in their homes and their natural environments? We can't do this. It causes climate change and it's cruelty to weeds. Weeds have feelings too.
Benefits of these eco-friendly warriors are numerous. Firstly, they significantly reduce herbicide reliance. Herbicides can contaminate soil and water, impacting ecosystems and potentially reaching our plates. Weeding robots offer a targeted solution, eliminating only the unwanted plants, leaving the soil and water healthier. This not only benefits the environment, but also aligns with the growing demand for organic and sustainable farming practices. Unlike humans who might miss hidden weeds or accidentally damage crops while weeding, robots operate with laser-like focus. Their computer vision and precise movements ensure that only weeds are targeted, minimize.
Then we have to remember AI is telling us this stuff, right? This is clearly an AI video. This is clearly made by ChatGPT and some voice cloning or voice mimicking technology. So it could be lying to us.
Minimizing crop damage and maximizing yield. This meticulous approach leads to healthier crops and potentially higher profits for farmers. Weeding is a labor-intensive and time-consuming task. Traditional methods can take days or even weeks for large fields. Weeding robots, however, work tirelessly day and night, covering vast areas much faster. This allows farmers to dedicate more time to other crucial tasks, improving overall farm efficiency and productivity. These robotic soldiers are not one-size-fits-all solutions. Different robots and tools are being developed for various terrains, crop types, and weed varieties.
Dude, I got it. I got it, dude. You gotta get a robot that can pick the seeds out of and destem weed pot. I'm talking about. We'll put all the hippies out of a job. So I know people that are sitting in a grow house in California right now doing that shit. They do it every year. And they go out there and they do it. They got the connection. And they go out there and they do it and they make a bunch of money.
Some robots navigate rows on wheels, while others slither on tracks or even take to the air using drones. Specialized weeding tools like lasers, heated tines, and even miniature hoes target specific weeds based on their characteristics. This adaptability ensures that these robots can be integrated into diverse farming landscapes. Looking ahead, the future of weed control is undeniably intertwined with robots. As technology advances and costs decrease, we can expect these silent warriors to become commonplace in fields across the globe.
Silent warriors. You guys, please give to the Silent Warrior Foundation. Sorry, I had to sneeze. All these weeds get my allergies going.
Their rise presents a promising opportunity for a more sustainable and efficient future of agriculture, where nature's bounty is secured not with chemical warfare, but with the precision and ingenuity of robotic allies. As we witness the green revolution led by weeding robots, the focus now shifts beneath the soil. How do seeding robots, guided by GPS and cutting-edge technology, sow the seeds for the future of farming? Planting is a fundamental act of agriculture, the moment when hope springs eternal in every tiny seed nestled into the earth. But for large-scale farmers, planting isn't just about hope. It's an intricate dance of timing, spacing, and precision.
These green warriors. What do you say? This is something about green warriors blazing the trail. I don't know. It was pretty damn funny. Why I term the warriors? Because they're warriors. They're working hard. They're battling the earth. Or something like that. I wish they would make a wombat that could cook. A woman bot. Oh, sorry. Well, either one. But we're going to get to those. They have those too, Memento. They have those too. They're becoming scarily affordable. So organic foods have we won't get into that one. All right. High interest on national debt is 2.5%. No sense to spend tax money on it when I'm investing in outer space. It outpaces it. Yes, indeed. Have you heard any of the talk about the tariffs, though? I'm curious if you're keeping up with these things. Oh man, hold on. Can someone get Tony the episode we did on Seeds of Death? The stream we did was it was the fluoride the fluoride deception in the Seeds of Death episode. Can we throw that link out there? That way we can just refer to that one. Oh, the Dark Crystal and Me TV channel, My TV. Oops. Oh yeah, we are all over the place. I would okay, woman bot. We're back to that again. Warriors, yes. Too big pharma and FDA influence of pesticides. We're gonna get rid of them. I don't care what y'all say. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, man. I'm optimistic as hell though.
Enter the seeding robots, the choreographers of this agricultural ballet, ensuring optimal placement for
seeding robots are the choreographers, guys. Choreographers. The warriors, the leaders of the warriors, the seeders are the choreographers, man. They all work in harmony with the earth.
Each seed with the unwavering accuracy of GPS and the tireless efficiency of automation. These robots, equipped with GPS receivers and intelligent planting mechanisms, map the land with unwavering precision. Their internal maps guide them, ensuring exact distances between seeds, eliminating the guesswork and the potential for uneven distribution.
Yeah, so here are some of the components. This, of course, is our GPS receiver.
Robotic planters offer numerous advantages in farming. To begin with, they make sure each seed is perfectly spaced, optimizing the use of resources like sunlight, water, and nutrients for every plant.
Optimization.
This precision is a big deal, especially for large farms that need to get the most out of their crops. But it's not just about spacing. These seed planting robots are also experts at getting the right depth. Different seeds need different depths to grow well. These robots, with their sensors and adjustable planting tools, dig into the soil at just the right depth for each type of seed. This ensures the perfect conditions for seeds to sprout and grow. No more worrying about planting seeds too shallow or too deep, which means better germination rates and more potential for a good harvest. The efficiency of these planting robots is a game changer for farms. Traditional seeding methods can be slow and require a lot of labor, especially for big farms. However, these robots tirelessly cover vast areas, planting thousands of seeds per hour with incredible speed and accuracy. This leaves farmers with more time to focus on other important tasks, making the whole farm more efficient and productive. What's cool is that these robotic planters aren't one-size-fits-all machines. There are different models designed for various terrains and types of crops.
You know what? We can go on and on all night about these things, man. There's so much out there going on.
Some roll
Like I
along
said,
on.
There's so much technology going on today. This is a lot more of the same stuff going on in that video. You notice how when people make the AI videos that they tend to go on just a little bit too long. But we see some of the robotics that are out there, right? And the thing is like, you know, they are out there and they are going to eliminate the need for millions of people to pour across our borders. And that's really the point we're trying to make here, right? That's really the point. Like we saw with Yarbo last week, you know, yard work can be done by, you know, autonomous drone technology. And Scott Freedom's in the house. What? Yo, Scott Freedom, what's going on from the Great White North? Scott Freedom, Free Freedom is here. What's up, my friend? How are you doing? How have you been? Have a look around for your streams. You guys streaming? I might miss them sometimes. I'm streaming all the time myself, but I still look over to see what you're doing sometimes. What you been up to, dude? Let us know. We all think about you and wondering what you're up to. Yeah, there's the Seeds of Death episode. Yeah, watch that one when you get a chance, Tony. You'll enjoy that. And there it is again. And I also have another one on food Inc. I think that's over on Rumble. We did the Food Inc. documentary. Both of those are phenomenal. That's why we have to get rid of the bad guys. That's why this documentary taught us what they're doing. And we're going to make a difference. We're going to make America healthy again. Promise you. And other people around the world are outlawing GMOs. I mean, it can be done. It can be done. I know it seems overwhelming when we have a corrupt establishment in charge of our country here in the U.S., but we're on the tipping point of doing something about that. Either that or we're going to go into a dystopia like you wouldn't believe, and we'll all be living in Mad Max world. I mean, which one do you want to dream about? I'm going to fight for the good one as long as I can. If it's just showing videos like this, and that's what it is. Let's see, what's some other cool videos? Oh yeah. These well, I want to save some for next time. Let's see. But I do have this follow-up on the robots from Did I show you that one already? Or did I just look at it? I feel like I might have seen this already. I got some other things that aren't technology related, like maybe we should look at this one instead. And I'll save that some more technology for next week. What time is it? We got time. We got time to look at some more. Hovering cars. I feel like we've seen this, but maybe haven't. Did we see this one already? Guys, tell me if we still watched this last week. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm just going to show it because I want to know if we watched it already. For my organization. Do we see this one? Do you guys remember?
Unveiled a new video of its G1 robot jumping, spinning, getting harassed, climbing stairs, and just turning up. The company says the video marks G1's upgrade to the mass production model. Here's everything we know about this humanoid robot and how it stacks up to the competition.
These things are all over the place, by the way. Robot videos, all over the place. They're coming. They're. I'm telling you, within a generation, we're gonna have robots around.
4 feet and 4 inches tall.
That aren't just like, a round little disc going across your carpet. I mean, we're talking about robots like this.
The G1 isn't meant to intimidate with its size. For comparison, Boston Dynamics lists its Atlas robot as about 5 feet tall. Figure 2 is about 5.5 feet tall. Digit from Agility Robotics is about 5 feet 9 inches tall, and Tesla's Optimus Gen 2 is nearly 6 feet tall. The G1 learns new tasks both in simulation and by mimicking human demonstrators. These are very common training techniques in the humanoid robotics industry, from NVIDIA's Project Groot to Tesla's Optimus.
Hold on, I'm gonna come back to that.
Unitree has released clips of its G1 robot manipulating various objects, performing various tasks, and navigating uneven terrain. All these are relatively common benchmarks in the development of humanoid robots that we've seen before from other companies. Unitree's G1 weighs less than 80 pounds, significantly lighter than Tesla's Optimus, Atlas from Boston Dynamics, and the Figure 2, all of which weigh over 100 pounds.
See, look at that. There's all these companies out there building robots right now. And I actually have another one too that was made in China. I don't know if I saved it or I just clipped it, but that can really move a lot better than these.
Lighter may prove to be advantageous in terms of cost,
look at
shipping.
This. Who was here last week saying they wanted to harass a robot? Was that the Count Dortele guy? He wanted to be cruel to robots. Here you go.
And the fear factor. A lighter robot may be less likely to cause damage if it becomes sentient and seeks revenge. The G1 walks at a speed of about 4.4 miles per hour, which is a bit disappointing considering Unitree's previous humanoid robot, the H1, set a world record for fastest humanoid robot with a speed of about 7.4 miles per hour. The G1 can fold to less than 3 feet in size, presumably for storage and shipping. Unitree says the G1 will be available starting at $16,000.
Drop down from your ceiling.
That's lower than Elon's less than half the price of a car estimate he gave on X for Optimus.
But Jacob, what if you could attach a gun to it and it can guard your property? I can see you using that.
And significantly cheaper than Boston Dynamics robot dog Spot, which starts at about $75,000. We don't have exact pricing for Atlas, Figure 2, or Digit robots yet, all of which are in various stages of ramping up for mass production. Unitree has made a name for itself as a more affordable alternative to its robotics competitors, offering lower-priced robots first on 4 legs and now on 2. With the humanoid robotics race heating up, it'll be interesting to see if the smaller size and more affordable price tag give Unitree's G1 an edge over the competition. What do you think of humanoid robots? Handy helpers or total nightmares? Let us know down in the comments. As always, thanks so much for watching. I'm your host, Jesse Orrell. See you next time with the family.
Total nightmares. Which one do you think it is? I mean, even if you don't like them, they're gonna be on their way. Okay, I'm gonna say the vehicle ones for next week and the camping ones for next week. But I do have a really non-technical, non-dystopic future, non-scary one. This is just cool.
This is Trump Force One.
Something I was literally thinking about just the other day, and it just popped out. It's very timely, and I think robot casting couch. Yeah, right. You noticed that too, didn't you, Graham? You saw that. Okay, well, Scott said something I want to talk to him about. Where is it at? Just Me Now will be streaming soon. Just been getting hit with medical misinformation on all social media platforms in the last week that I did 3 to 4 years ago. Holy cow, dude. Really? 3 to 4 years ago? They're coming to get you right now? That sucks. What the? Man, dude. That's not cool at all. So you haven't been able to stream. It had you on lockdown, huh? That sucks, man. That really sucks. Elon's Robux will kick the other Robux ass. Man, that sucks. That sucks, Scott. When you're going to be back soon? Are you still? I think I saw Coda like out there streaming at some point. I didn't have a chance to stop in on him. I don't know if you guys are still doing the dual stream or not. The Robo Dog creeps me out. The Hounds from Fahrenheit 451. Have you ever seen Metalhead from the Black Mirror episode Metalhead? That's a scary one, dude. That's a scary one. Metalhead's a scary looking one of those little Robo Dogs. If you want to get creeped out, go watch Black Mirror episode Metalhead. I think it's from like season 3, maybe. I don't know, 3. But yeah, that one's scary. That one's real scary. They're relentless and they hunt in packs. And they explode and they put these tracers in you that are impossible to get out. And then you're just waiting for them to come after you. And they have a tool for everything. They have a tool for everything. They can get through doors, get through garages. They'll sit there and they'll wait under a tree for you. They're relentless. Yeah, sucks. I'm back on again, just clearing out the flags and blocks. I gotcha. There will be a robot civil war based on the training data used. Will there be? Well, if Tim Pool has his way, there will be. Total Recall is what comes to mind. Yeah. So I had this question pop in my head the other day. Hey, Lex, what's up, by the way? What's up? Let's see. Nope. Oh, you wouldn't have your own robot guards? Come on. How about Cylons? Would you use Cylons? So I was thinking about this the other day because, Trump flies around. We looked inside of Trump Force One, right? We looked inside his plane. We saw what it's made out, how it looks in the inside, how nice it is, how cool it is. We saw how it's taken care of and how it's maintenance, right? So we got a nice, sense of security that it was being taken care of and he was in good hands. However, I was wondering, since he's flying around in that awesome plane of his that's well taken care of and maintained by his own people, how does would he want to, and I guess he would switch over to Trump Force One, to Air Force One from Trump Force One. And I'm wondering what the differences are, right? And then this video popped up. So I thought we would watch it together. I haven't seen it yet, so it'll be a total surprise to me as well. No co-tab anymore. He's like Gary Scam long story. Oh no, really? I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry about that. I know it's been hot and cold, but I understand all about the lamb scam.
Where's the money, Gary? Where's the money? Can't keep running no more. Yo, Gary, it's time to face the truth. Shelly needs a cash, no more acting uncouth. Pay up what you owe. Don't make us get rough. You mess with the wrong crew. Now you're playing tough. Where's the money, Gary? Where's the money? You better pay what you owe. Where's the money, Gary? Where's the money? You better pay what you owe. Where's the money, Gary? Where's the money? You better pay what you owe. Where's the money, Gary? Where's the money? You better pay what you owe. Where's the money, Gary? Where's the money? You better pay what you owe. Where's the money, Gary? Where's the money? You better pay what you owe. Where's the money, Gary? Where's the money? You better pay what you owe. Where's the money, Gary? Where's the money? You better pay what you owe.
Yeah, you better pay what you owe. You're lucky there was an election in November that I had to focus on their Gary scam. I haven't forgotten. All right. Anyways, in Grimm's opinion, robots will allow humans to colonize the galaxy, put the eggs and swimmers in the lead-lined box, grow humans. When it gets to the location, if mission fails, nobody perishes. In an interview, he said he's had to take other planes around too because of certain things. Yeah, we covered the whole like, they had multiple planes going in different directions for security reasons. because they got rocket launchers. They're gonna launch them. They'll launch the rockets. That's what they'll do. So let's see which one's better, Trump Force One or Air Force One. What's the difference? Which one would you like to fly on?
This is Trump Force One, and this is Air Force One. Two private jets.
Air Force One's bigger, so you have, I guess, more headroom.
Tasked with taking two incredibly influential people to whatever destination they desire.
I love how they blurred out Biden's face.
Both planes are so recognizable that they're practically unmistakable for any other aircraft of the kind. But which one is better? Trump acquired his plane over a decade ago and has fitted it with the best designs money can buy. Air Force One, on the other hand, could be considered a flying White House given all the capabilities within. If Donald Trump steps into office again, will he be downgrading with Air Force One, or will he be celebrating to once again have access to one of the most technological aircrafts the U.S. government can acquire? Donald Trump once did an interview for Rolling Stone about Trump Force One, stating it's, quote, bigger than Air Force One. He even went as far as saying that Air Force One was a step down from Trump Force One in every way. Now, we wouldn't go as far as saying that, especially considering the state it's in at this moment. Trump Force One is definitely not out of this fight by any means.
Yeah, but Air Force One's got that old man smell, and it's like he's gonna have to get some serious cleaning in that place. It's had Hunter Biden's been in there. Old Joe Biden and his soiled trousers. They've been coming in. They've been in there. He's had all of his dirty friends in there. Yeah, that place probably reeks. That'd be the White House too. Shh, you gotta get in there and spread. First, we're gonna sanitize the whole place. Gonna air it out. I mean, dude. Can you imagine having to sleep in a room where after Biden's been sleeping there for 4 years? Ooh, let's do this thing though. Let's do this here. Wolfram, thank you for a $5 super chat, my man. You are now the official sponsor of the stream. Thank you so much. And now we'll throw Scott Free Freedom in there too for member for 9 months. Are you paying member, Scott? Or did you just get a new membership gifted and you've been hanging on to it? If you're a paying membership, man, I got to put you in the list. I didn't know that. Sometimes I have a hard time telling who's who in that list. It says members, and then I go to members and see all members. And I generally think the people down at the bottom of the list are the ones that resubscribe every month, like Enya, Rabbit, Wolfram, Mimsy. By the way, has anybody seen Mimsy? We need to find Mimsy. We're gonna put out a search crew for Mimsy, T-Rex Trucking and more, Merce Turfs, Cool Gamer. Like they're the ones that are like the bottom, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on my list. And then you go up a little bit further, and I know that there is also Chrissy Cat now, who's a new subscriber, monthly subscriber. Thank you, Chrissy. And let's see. Let's see. There's somebody else too. Well, let me see. Okay. Well, maybe there isn't. And see, I wish they would just give me a list of who the paid subscribers are, and I would know. Okay, so I guess I'll I guess the count dropped off, huh? All right, we'll fix that. We'll fix that fast. I don't know, but just let me know. And for any reason I ever don't have you on that list, just let me know. I try my best. It was gifted. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, thanks Shelly for that one. I'm pretty sure Shelly got you that one. What's up, Zach? How you doing, my friend? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, let's get back to this. Which one's better, Trump Force One or Air Force One?
Well, in reality, Trump Force One is in fact not bigger than Air Force One by any metric. Trump Force One is a Boeing 757-200, which is smaller but no less impressive than the president's counterpart. It measures 155 feet, 3 inches in length, with a wingspan of 124 feet, 10 inches, and a height of 44 feet, 6 inches. The aircraft is powered by two Rolls-Royce RB211-535 E4 engines, which provide the necessary thrust for a range of about 4,000 miles and a top speed of 609 miles per hour without needing to refuel. Obviously, we can't talk about the plane without also mentioning the famous design on the outside, which keeps the plane mighty recognizable for anyone fortunate enough to lay eyes on it. The private jet's livery features a giant T on the tail and Trump emblazoned on the fuselage. A couple years ago, the livery was even updated with a new black and gold design and an American flag on the tail. However, flying the Fortress that is Air Force One, a modified Boeing 747-200B known as the VC-25A, stretches an impressive 231 feet 10 inches in length. Its wingspan reaches 195 feet 8 inches, and it towers at a height of 63 feet 5 inches. With four powerful Pratt & Whitney JT9D7R4G2 engines, each capable of generating 56,700 pounds of thrust, Air Force One can soar across continents with a range of approximately 7,800 miles and achieve a cruising speed of around 630 miles per hour. However, the aircraft has capabilities to increase the range pretty much indefinitely. In terms of design, Air Force One is definitely not as lavishly designed as Trump Force One, but is still quite recognizable, currently sporting a distinctive blue, white, and light blue color scheme. The presidential seal is prominently displayed on both sides of the aircraft near the front door. An American flag is painted on the tail fin, and the words United States of America are inscribed in capital letters across the length of the upper fuselage above the windows, making it difficult to confuse just who that aircraft belongs to. So that's the exterior of the planes, but honestly, as long as both aircrafts can get the occupants to and from whatever destination they need, and especially in Trump's case, can do it in style, I don't think
Scott Free Freedom, thank you so much for the $2 Canadian, man. Much love, everyone. Says Scott Free Freedom. Thank you so much, Scott. And everybody's always happy when you're here. Everybody loves it when Scott Free Freedom comes to town and hangs out. We were worried about you for a while, but Scott is back. Scott is back. So happy to have you here, my friend. All right. So Trump traveling in style.
Either are too worried about the exact dimensions of the plane. So why don't we explore inside where all the magic happens? If it wasn't evident from the exterior of the plane, Trump's aircraft, while definitely functional as a means of travel, leans a bit more towards form than function. The exterior is all about Donald Trump.
Did you super chat tonight? Wait. Oh, you mean last night? Yeah, was that thing going? I didn't do that for anybody, so include yourself in that one, but feel free to always send super chat and I'll play that for you whenever you want. But that, yeah, last night, I didn't want to interrupt the watch party. Yeah, the other night. Yeah. The other night. Yeah, I owed that one for a lot of people. So include yourself in that last one right there. And look forward to many more in the future.
Luxury and his own personal style. And the interior is no different. With plush leather seats, gold-plated seatbelts, and elegant wood finishes. There's a spacious lounge area where you can relax on comfortable sofas, watching a big flat-screen TV, or use the state-of-the-art entertainment system. The cabin has custom seating and a dining area with a large conference table, perfect for both formal meetings and meals. The master bedroom feels like a high-end hotel room, complete with a queen-size bed, ample storage, and a private bathroom with a shower. There are also guest rooms, several bathrooms, and a galley where meals can be prepared in flight. It's a blend of comfort and luxury, ideal for both relaxing and working. The inside of Donald Trump's plane is better than most people's full-time homes. As good as the plane looks, there actually is a prevalent issue with Trump's plane that many aircraft experts may have already picked up on as being a pretty significant Achilles heel. Before we get to that, though, let's talk a bit about Air Force One's remarkable functionality. And Air Force One definitely leans into that function, especially considering it houses the most powerful man in the world. The 747 has been transformed into a mobile command center. The presidential suite is like a mini apartment with an office, bedroom, and private bathroom.
Tony, thank you for that. Thank you for the $2 super chat. You want your own? You got it. You got it. And you've made the whole crowd very happy, very, very, very happy, very happy. Indeed, indeed, indeed. All right. Yeah, just like that. Thank you so much for that.
office has a large desk and secure communication systems. There's also a conference room that doubles as a dining area, seating up to 10 people, equipped with advanced audiovisual and communication technology. Staff members have their own areas with plenty of seating and workspace, complete with communication stations. And there's a fully equipped medical suite with an operating table and medical supplies, staffed by a doctor at all times in case of emergencies. The communication center on board ensures constant connectivity with both secure and non-secure channels, keeping the president in touch with global leaders and military command at all times. In the case that the president ever needed to remain in the aircraft for a significant amount of time, the aircraft actually has in-flight refueling capabilities, extending the range it can go in one flight to essentially anywhere in the world. It may lose the battle of being the most flashy aircraft. However, the look is still iconic, and when it comes to providing means for the president to do his presidential duties, Air Force One stands alone in that regard. But what to you is more important? What do you think provides a more lavish experience on your travels? Before you answer that question, you probably want to know what that glaring issue with Trump's plane was from earlier. Simply, the plane is old. In fact, it was old when he bought it over 10 years ago. The plane's first recorded flight was in 1991, over 30 years ago. Unlike modern planes, which use computers to control flight surfaces on the wings and tail, the 757 uses cables and push rods. He did spend $250,000 to have it redesigned both internally and externally, but that really was just a fresh and pretty coat of paint over old and outdated technology. It can fly a decent distance, but without the mid-air refueling capabilities, Trump Force One is going to inherently be restricted to certain flying capabilities. To make matters worse, after Trump entered the White House in 2017 and started flying with Air Force One, Trump Force One was sidelined and wound up sitting at an airport in the Houston Valley with one engine missing and the other wrapped in plastic. Not to mention leaving it outside for years exposed to the elements certainly caused some avoidable damages. Even though Trump has since removed it from storage since leaving office and given it a fresh paint job once again, who is even to say if the special gold-plated interior with fancy leather is even in the same condition it was years back? What about Air Force One? Is it susceptible to similar issues? Or is the United States government on constant watch for the slightest hint of rust on the plane? Surely they keep the plane up with the most state-of-the-art features?
They do, and don't call me Shirley.
The answer to that is yes and no. The current Air Force One models are actually also pretty old and could really use an upgrade, but it's not for lack of trying. The supplier for their aircraft is Boeing, and if you've been paying attention to the news, Boeing is dealing with a few of their own problems. The current Air Force One jets were built in 1990, and there was some...
Oh my!
Uno mas, because one is the loneliest number of them all. So true it is. Thank you so much for that $2 super chat, and you get the two for tonight. You get 2 for 2 twice. So it's a 2 for 4, but 2 each time. 2 times 4, 8 maybe. I don't know. Anyways, thank you again for that. I would certainly appreciate it. And anytime, I'm here for you.
Supposed to be replaced by 2025. Now, Boeing says that it might not happen until 2026. On top of the current delays due to the security audits they're dealing with, Boeing has had trouble finding enough workers with sufficient security clearance to work on the high-tech military planes.
So what are we saying here? Is it time to replace both planes? That's what I'm hearing.
Especially when COVID cases cause staffing shortages. The order for new planes has been at work for years, but if Boeing can't get itself together, who knows how long it's going to take for the order to actually be filled. It's also important to note that in terms of convenience, Trump's plane, when in working condition, is significantly more convenient. If Trump wanted to, he could hop on his plane and fly wherever he wanted. Unfortunately for the president, travel is a much longer and more annoying process, needing to alert the Secret Service well in advance. If traveling internationally, needing to alert the foreign governments and having preparations be made. It's all necessary considering the importance of the person. However, it's a logistical nightmare anytime you want to do anything.
Look at this. This is hilarious. Look at the guy. He's stressing over the plane, guys. Look at this.
As the president. It goes without saying, but both of these aircraft cost a lot of money. Billions if you take into account the additional tech and also the cost of maintenance and upkeep. Who could forget needing to implement the real gold trim throughout Trump Force One? Can't forget that. Regardless, the money has to come from somewhere. Are Trump or Biden reaching into their own pockets to pay for the cost of operation? If not, where is it coming from? In 2022, the Air Force stated that the cost to operate Air Force One is $177,843 per flight hour, or just over $2,964 per minute. This includes expenses for fuel, maintenance, security measures, staffing, and in-flight services. The aircraft's sophisticated communication and defense systems also contribute to this high operating cost. Is Biden fronting the cost every time he steps on the aircraft?
Is that a joke? Come on.
Unfortunately not. The money comes directly from the U.S. federal budget, specifically allocated to the Department of Defense and the U.S. Air Force. In other words, the money comes from the taxpayers. Many people may be convinced that overall, this is worth the cost to protect the president, or at least accept it as a necessary evil. But that only applies if the president is using it for necessary business.
Holy
Joe Biden
cow.
last year got into some hot water for taking a flight to Michigan to join the UAW strike, which itself was viewed as lacking.
Operation Third Time's the Charm. That worked. That worked. And also, Zach with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. $2, $5. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. Ever heard of Essentia Galalumbit, a triple-breasted whore from Eroticon 6? Then brushed up on your Douglas. Then brush up on your Douglas Adams. Douglas Adams. Okay. Essentrica Galalumbits, the triple-breasted horror from Eroticon 6. I think I saw a picture of that somewhere, maybe. I don't know. Never heard of it. Would you like? I'll brush up on Douglas Adams. How about that? We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. I appreciate it. All right. So Biden's in trouble for trying to go pander to these people that, while being a closet racist. There we go.
Impartiality, as would be expected in matters like this, but also being a choice that costs taxpayers a huge amount of money.
Look at this guy. He's like, look at all my $100 bills I got to give away here.
Biden only made a 12-minute appearance before immediately taking off to another campaign stop, costing taxpayers.
What was this? When did he do this? This is from 23. He went to a picket line. Hey, look, guys, I'm one of you. I'm one of you. Liar.
Payers in the ballpark of $19,760 per minute.
Well, can we charge him now that he's not running? I think he should have to pay that back.
So you be the judge if that is a worthwhile investment. Trump Force One costs significantly less to operate as opposed to the presidential counterpart. The estimated cost per flight hour for a Boeing 757 ranges from $8,000 to $10,000. This includes fuel, maintenance, crew salaries, and other operational expenses.
And Donald
Since the aircraft is privately owned, the operating costs are covered
cow.
by Donald Trump himself for his business ventures. These expenses are typically funded through his personal finances, business ventures, or corporate accounts associated with the Trump organization. Who is to say specifically where the money is coming from? But
Where's the
officially,
money,
Trump
Gary?
Force One is not paid for by taxpayers and is fronted privately. So what do you think? It's no doubt that both of these aircraft are national symbols, and especially in Air Force One's case, has security implications for the president. But they are a luxury, containing things that you definitely could argue are not a necessary addition to something already costing the taxpayers a ton of money.
Wear it out.
Are these aircraft a worthy investment at all? Do you think one is more worthwhile than the other? If you had to pick one to travel in, what would you prefer?
I don't think it's
Bye
possible.
for now.
Bye for now. All right. All right. So yeah. That's interesting. Let me know what you think is better. I just wanted to see what the differences were. I mean, obviously, I think they both need new planes. I really do. Okay, so now it really is time for funny videos. That was the cool videos. That one went a little long tonight, but these are kind of quick hits on the funny videos. So we're gonna make it up for it real fast here. Let me make sure that they are in the right order because we're gonna do some back to back in here. Whoa. Okay, so we want this. Well, we certainly are gonna do some back to back in. Holy cow! I didn't even realize I'd gotten so many from the same place. Yeah, we're gonna do some back to back in for sure. Yeah, that right there. All right. We're really gonna be ragging on Tim Walz tonight. I tell you that. Oh geez. Funny videos coming up. All right, let's rock and roll. I don't have any a lot of pet videos tonight. That's okay. That's all right. Oh, wear it out. Wear it out, indeed. All right.
Oh my!
Wear it out. Wear it out. I can wear it out. I can wear it out. $2 super chat. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. And we will keep wearing it out. We'll wear it out fun. We'll wear it out. All right. Funny videos on the way. New ad from White Dudes for Harris. Thank you, Wolfram, for this one. Let's rock and roll.
I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a macho man.
I'm a macho man.
I like ribeye steaks.
I lift barbell weights. I can fit an entire can of Foster's in my mouth.
Anyways, you think I'm afraid to get my hands dirty?
You think I'm afraid of bears? Bears.
I'll tell you another thing I'm sure as shit not afraid of. Women.
All of my besties are women.
I mean, everyone in my book club is a woman.
Last year, I did a wine tour in Tuscany with women.
I'm physically attracted exclusively to women.
Ew, gross.
A woman wants to be president? Well, I'm man enough to give her my full-throated support.
You already had me at full-throated.
Because I'm man enough to raw dog a flight.
I'm man enough to raw dog an
Because I'm man enough to support women. I'm sick of so-called men dominating, controlling, and belittling women.
That's what I'm here for. Hound me like a chicken breast.
I'm man enough to not ban young women from reading Little Women. You know, I'm not actually sure anyone wants to do that.
Put on a scary clown mask and tell me I ain't
Because I love women who take charge.
And I'm man enough to help them win.
Back to back to back.
Oh, that Tim. You should get tested.
Hey everybody, former high school football coach Tim Walsh here. Now in sports games, there's a thing called a playbook. Donald Trump's playbook is Project 2025. Imagine you're a goalie on the diamond trying to get a slam dunk. Oh, you didn't see that. You didn't. Go on. Nope. They want to add 20% to everything you buy.
Groceries have gone up 21% since Trump left office.
They want to control women's bodies.
My wife was fired for being unvaccinated while she was pregnant.
That's different. They want to put people in control that are loyal to them.
And you wouldn't?
They want to put people in the CDC who deny that medicine can make disease happen.
Tim, medicine doesn't happen. It's a substance, not an event.
This is Trump's plan. Project 2025. It's like a depressing 70s sci-fi movie, just boogie.
It was actually written by the Heritage Foundation, and Trump had nothing to do with it.
You son of a...
It really is, Dak. It really is.
You think I don't know how to use one of these, you little son of a... I shop at Carrabba's all the time.
Cabela's. You shop at Cabela's all the time. Carrabba's is an Italian restaurant.
I know where your mother lives. Hi, I'm Tim Walls, and I just picked up this order from DoorDash. Looks like it's one Big Mac for $37.99. Only $37.99. Yeah, let's keep this economy going. For the love, what are you doing? You got some of the beautiful. You know, Donald Trump has an order for America. It's called Project 2025. and you are not gonna like the taste of it. Looks like here's the place. Where the heck is this place? Where the heck? It's gotta be around.
Tim, it's right here.
Oh, I'll be dang. It's right up here.
You were supposed to be here like an hour ago.
You only tipped me $2. I'm keeping the pop. All right, let's see how I did. Okay, so I've been fired, and this lady is pressing charges. Oh, crap, not again.
Dude, that guy is so memeable. So memeable. He's so memeable. Give everybody a chance to catch their breath real quick. Let's see. All right, we're just going to blast on through, man. We got plenty to go here.
What do you get the white dudes for Kamala in your life? They've notoriously been hard to buy gifts for, because if you understand men, that means you don't understand white dudes for Kamala. But stay tuned, because I'm going to solve that problem for you. So whether it's for their birthday, or they're grieving that Kamala lost the election, or they're celebrating that Kamala stole the election, let me share with you the top 10 gift ideas that white dudes for Kamala in your life are guaranteed to love. Mark Cuban's autobiography. As the appointed leader of White Dudes for Kamala, Mark Cuban has become an inspiration. So his new autobiography entitled How to Win Friends and Become a Lesbian will speak right to the heart of your white dude for Kamala. Tickets to the WNBA. For all of time, nobody has cared about the WNBA, including women. But now there's a new breed of NPCs that are intimidated into supporting women no matter how meritless their accomplishments are. And they'll feel right at home being at a game in an arena filled with 16 people, because it'll remind them of a Kamala rally. Gift card to a fantasy football league. While your white dude for Kamala is going to have inherently no interest in men's sports or anything to do with masculinity, inviting him to join a fantasy football league will give him an opportunity to better connect with his wife's boyfriend, and he'll appreciate that. Rollerblades. This is the perfect gift, because rollerblades help even out the muscle imbalances in the lower leg caused by wearing high heels. In addition, as the old adage goes, traditionally the hardest part of rollerblading is telling your parents that you're gay. But because the white dude for Kamala in your life, whether he's gay or not, has probably already told his parents that he is, rollerblading is all upside for him. Duct tape. Much to the dismay of white dudes for Kamala, tuck-it bathing suits are only in fashion in the summer, but duct tape will let him visually emasculate himself during any season. And absolutely nothing can approximate the distance of his dick to his anus better than duct tape. Duct tape? It's more like tuck tape. Gloves. While white dudes for Kamala certainly don't do any manual labor, however, while he's going about his normal daily tasks, such as scrolling Grindr, making soy milk lattes, or crying, he runs the risk of chipping his fingernail polish. So gloves will be much appreciated. Safe space. The term safe space is typically used in ambiguous ways. However, you can finally give your white dude for Kamala the safe space he's been looking for by repurposing an old refrigerator box. Syringes. At this point, the white dude for Kamala in your life, out of his loyalty to her, has probably developed an addiction to pharmaceuticals, specifically vaccines. Just like a heroin addict looking for his next fix, your white dude for Kamala will also have a reliance on syringes for his next booster. And at this part of the game, he's probably noticing he's getting more sick more frequently. So giving him a syringe is like handing him a shovel so he can dig the hole deeper that he's standing in an effort to get out.
Yeah, make sure to remind all the Kamala Harris voters that they need to get double boosted before they go to the polls.
Mountain Dew. Tim Walz, who's looking to become just the second female vice president in history, recently put Diet Mountain Dews on the map in a strong way. Although Tim Walz somehow carries more masculinity than most white dudes for Kamala, him and his strong diet soda passion still set a great example for all. So a case or two of Diet Mountain Dew that he can pound down make a perfect gift. A circumcision subscription. What would your white dude for Kamala love more than a monthly circumcision subscription? Answer: nothing. By progressively removing, little by little, the last remaining evidence of his manhood, he'll fall more into the line of what the party wants him to be. Therefore, he'll feel more obedient, and he'll like that. It's like Netflix meets circumcision. Worry and wonder no longer. These have been the top 10 best gift ideas for the white dude for Kamala in your life. All people hate Trump.
I like this show. I think I might come back and do it again.
Thank you.
Look at that. Look at that. How are you?
Thank you, Mr. President.
Well, all black people hate Trump.
President Trump has done more for the black community than any Democrat ever has.
Guys, I don't think this is working. Good evening and welcome to Lies You Can Trust. Tonight we'll take a look at why the latest Real Clear Politics polls shows Trump with a 93.2% chance of winning the Electoral College vote, why Zuckerberg is a fraud, and a full breakdown of Trump breaking the internet when he worked a shift at McDonald's over the weekend. But first, starting with Obama. Did he admit the pandemic was pre-planned? Take a look.
My last year in office, we put together a playbook for how to deal with the eventuality of a pandemic. Because scientists had been saying with globalization and travel, etc., rising populations, that at some point there was going to be a pandemic.
Pretty good. A reminder, his top scientist while in office was Anthony Fauci. So I'm sure Obama wouldn't have had a hand in orchestrating something like a pandemic to influence the 2020 election, or pulling Biden out to influence the 2024 election or July 13th. Official narrative. He's a good guy. Moving along. Beta Male founder of Meta, Mark Zuckerberg, recently wrote a letter to Congress admitting that his algorithms and censorship in the 2020 election were in favor of Democrats. In that letter, he assured them he'll never do it again. This just in! Facebook has suspended the account of prominent Trump supporter General Michael Flynn. Well, with all Zuckerberg does against his country, like treating the First Amendment like it's toilet paper, at least he's protecting his country from a prominent military general who has done so much for his country. Now to the major question. How in the world is Kamala's campaign failing to the point, and Trump succeeding so much, that the latest polls show Trump with a 93% chance of winning the Electoral College? It's truly baffling the brightest minds here at the mainstream media, because Kamala's campaign involves a woman that crushes it in interviews like this.
Turning the page, you've been in office for 3.5 years.
And Donald Trump has been running for office.
But you've been the person holding the office.
Come on.
Madam
You
Vice
and I
President.
both know what I'm talking about. You and I both know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't. What are you talking about?
What I'm talking about.
I didn't know what she was talking about either. And also a woman at rallies that says this when people shout, "Jesus is Lord."
Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally.
Really don't read too much into that. And her campaign involves a man that walks like this. Our baffling gets further dumbfounded when her polling numbers don't move anywhere but down, when she receives endorsements from people like Usher, who refused to endorse her on The View, but after Diddy was arrested, weirdly came right out endorsing her.
I love you more, but I love Kamala Harris even more.
The polling from people on Epstein's list and Diddy's tapes is very favorable to Kamala. I wonder why those polls are so different from the rest of them. Her campaign has also been endorsed by billionaire lesbian Mark Cuban, which has also done nothing for her campaign. And according to Kamala, her crowds are bigger than Trump's crowds. Yet Tyler Fisher points out that's only because Lizzo counted as 4,000 people. That is a lot of body mass. Makes for a bigger crowd. Meanwhile, Trump is surging in the polls through devious strategies like being honest, having a plan, and talking to people. And with that, over the weekend, Trump decided to do one better than Kamala's strategy of lying about having worked at McDonald's in the past, and he actually worked there for a shift.
I actually have worked at McDonald's now. Now I have worked at McDonald's. I've now worked for 15 minutes more than Kamala.
And for just a moment, let's suspend the reality that RFK Jr. on Trump's team is currently crusading against many of the food poisons that McDonald's uses in their food, and take a look at President Trump's McDonald's shift.
Tight. We got the salt on it. Never touches the human hand. Very good. Nice and full.
President Trump clearly hated every minute of it.
I could do this all day. I wouldn't mind this job. I like this job. I think I might come back and do it again.
He was probably just doing it for the money. Stingy wanted to get paid minimum wage. Like he doesn't have enough money already. This just in! Oh, he was paying for everyone's food while he worked this shift for no payment. Can't trust a guy like that. He even gave French fries to the media outside that hates him.
I'm going to get you some French fries. Somebody come up here and take them. Let's get them some French fries, okay? These for the fake news.
Thank you again for the fries, President Trump. They were very good and salted perfectly. And here you can see the crowd outside of the McDonald's that was supporting Trump. And they're now all on the FBI's terrorist watch list. Right where they should be. Now! With less than 2 weeks left until the election, can a flailing Kamala Harris rebound? This just in! Yes! She's bringing in heavy hitters to her campaign stops like this white dude for Kamala.
Hey, how are y'all doing? All right. My name
Heavy
is
hitter.
Patrick. I am a born and bred Michigander.
I think my estrogen just went up. So, yeah, it's looking pretty good for Kamala. That's it for today's news. Just like asking when the Titanic was already halfway to the ocean floor, how are we going to right this ship? Kamala's campaign is asking the same question at the same time. Will they be able to right the sank ship? Well, just remember, that's why we have October surprises and banned speech about questioning election interference. Stay tuned. Good night.
Probably already know that Trump is literally Hitler, but what you may not know is just how similar the two fascist dictators really are. They both were
Shizzy Raiders,
Hitler
what's
had
up,
a
guys?
mustache.
How you doing?
Trump
Welcome to
probably
the
could have a
show.
mustache if he didn't shave for a
In
few
the middle of
days.
funny video.
Both breathed air. Both ate food. Did I mention that they both breathed air? Hitler ordered his armies to invade Poland while Trump ordered his armies to walk around the Capitol taking selfies on January 6th. It's getting scary. Hitler was an artist attempting to paint masterpieces, and Trump was in the masterpiece, work of art, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. This is no accident. If you rearrange the letters in Trump while eliminating the U, M, P, and adding H, I, L, and E, it spells Hitler. And finally, both were constantly called Hitler by the media. Case closed. Hey everyone, why don't you check out cigarpage.com? The independent, American-owned, home of the free, and land of massive savings. I mean, prices, and go ahead, the competition, I tell you. But if you're a real, we invite you premium cigar ship. Visit /Trump for your special
Feeding show that you must like.
Okay, that was it. All right. That was a quick list.
You know, there's hundreds of guides and videos out there on how to survive virtually any scenario. Shark attack, lightning storm, or even the zombie apocalypse. But today we're going to cover the hardest possible situation to survive in.
Babylon B.
A Kamala Harris presidency. Here are 10 helpful tips on how to stay alive under President Kamala. Start preparing now by saving thousands of dollars so you can buy a gallon of milk. Milk. Start developing a taste for alternative foods like bugs, rocks, and even pets. I hope you like cat meat. I hope you like cat meat. Go into hiding for 1,000 years, at which point human civilization will slowly begin re-emerging from the smoking ruins Kamala left behind. Fun? Make sure to paint your doors with the colors of the rainbow flag, so the secret gay police will pass you by.
Flag, please, freeze!
Stock up on the things that will be scarce under
Dollar,
President
what's up?
Kamala.
How you doing, man?
Such as food, water, shelter, air, love, peace, joy, happiness, and bugles. Make sure to stock up on bugles. Not only are they tasty, but you can put them on your fingers, pretend that you're Wolverine. Grab onto the tail fins of Elon's next rocket to Mars and hold on tight. Your chances of survival aren't great, but they're better than staying here. Don a sombrero and a fake mustache and pretend you're here illegally. You get tons of great benefits like free hotel rooms, nice Delta flights, a fully loaded debit card, not to mention free chips and salsa.
We Mexicans have endless chips and salsa.
Flee the country to somewhere safer, like Yemen or South Sudan. We hear Afghanistan is nice this time of year. In any survival scenario, you need to make alliances. So we recommend cozying up to Venezuelan street gangs, the ones that are running your neighborhood. They're offering you their protection. And finally, lie down and surrender to the sweet embrace of death.
I'm dead.
Ah, peace at last. And there's no Democrats in heaven, so she can't follow you. It's nice. Well, there you have it. Good luck surviving the Kamala Harris administration. But don't worry, it's going to take her some time to start World War III. You're going to be safe for at least another... Whoa! Hey, have you heard about AMAC? AMAC is...
Oh my!
Well, that was both Babylon B, right there on that one. Those two back to back Babylon B for funny videos. But thank you for the $5 super chat. Wolfram, welcome, Shizzy Raiders. How is everybody doing? Hope you're doing great out there. Hope you had a great show over there. Shizzy Whiznuts. Always a fun time with Shizzy Whiznut. So thank you so much for coming and joining us here at the tail end of the show. We're doing funny videos. We do every week. We do good news of the week. We do cool things. And then we do funny videos to kind of mix together. This is a good night of fun. It's laid back Saturday night. Winning Saturday night is just about being laid back. And we watch a little music and we go to bed. Or we go somewhere else. And thank you, Tori, for the Tony, for the $2 super chat again. Are you the sponsor today? You might be the sponsor. Let's see, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So you're close, man. It's kind of a tie right now. It's kind of a tie between you and maybe Zach or Wolfram. No, maybe you and Wolfram. I don't know. Yeah, you and Wolfram are tied. A lot of people in second place there. So yeah. Thank you so much. That was from the Babylon B. That was 9 ways Trump is identical to Hitler. Yeah, and that's like a satirical site in case you didn't know. I'm sure most people do. All right, so this is hilarious. If you guys haven't heard about this, you can't make this stuff up. I'm gonna pull this up right here.
I also have an Apple Watch.
Okay, nuance here, but yes, a Democratic Senate candidate hanging out with fake Republican Adam Kinzinger fired a rifle at a target. The bullet shattered, striking a reporter. This is what we believe to have happened. Now, on the right, they're saying a Democrat shot a reporter. In the corporate press, they're saying fragments and shrapnel injures reporter. They don't say it's a Democrat that did it. I am pissed off. This needs to be called out. We've got photos of what they were doing. They were shooting steel targets with rifles from 15 feet away. Nice. Seriously, is it 15 feet? It's something like that. Clearly, at a pistol range, using rifles. All the comments from everybody are like,
they're trying to demonstrate they know how to shoot.
You want to know what's crazier? Look at their eye protection. Oh, man.
Look at
These guys don't know anything about guns, should not be anywhere near guns. I love the Second Amendment, ladies and gentlemen, but I strongly advocate
Smart, right?
everybody get trained to properly handle a weapon, okay?
There
First
should
time I
be
fired a gun was in a range with a guy who I'd
metal
call an
plates.
expert. It was an instructor. It was a guy I knew who was trained and used firearms before, and he broke it down for me, asked one of the guys at the range, give me the basics, tell me what to do, and I will do it.
They invite reporters out to why. I'm not going to let him go on and on about this. I just wanted to catch the headline here. But they invited reporters out just to prove that Democrats know how to use guns, and they should end up fragging a reporter. I remember, baby. I'm a member, baby. All right, Mike, how you doing, man? Yeah, you got a membership the other night from Shelly. I remember that. I think Shelly, she's out there in the crowd. There she is. That's her. She's talking trash truths. That's right. A lot of guys, a lot of familiar faces here. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. Yeah, so I had that stashed away in the funny video file because that's just hilarious. Let's see the oh my god, I saw this. We're getting to the end of our list for this evening, but I thought this is funny. It's always sometimes AI is just hilarious, right? Sometimes it's just hilarious, and you try to tell it to do something and tries. It's like, okay, I got it, right? And then it's like you come up with this AI tries diving. Maybe a diving video. Okay. Yay. Oh my god, dude. Look at like dude, it's the things nightmares are made of. Oh, dude, epic fails. Look at this guy's hands clapping. Oh yeah, that's a 10. So bad. It's so bad. People are amazed though. It's probably copyrighted music. Better not be, damn it. Or hold up signs. Oh god, that looked painful. It's so awful. It's so bad. So bad. Oh, right? I'm surprised you're not. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh. Look at there's a dog. Don't cry. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Oof. How's it going? Lisa Anderson. Indy sent you. Wow, awesome. So happy you're here. Welcome to the show. We're just watching some very bad AI trying to do things it can't do. This is the funny video segments right here. Scranton Strangler, what's up? That dog is playing better than the players. Yeah, right? We can buy 2 segments in one here. Oh, look at that. What are they doing now? They're just sitting there. That is nuts. That is crazy. I'll try to find more of those. Those were too good. And when there another one, there was another one like with at the end of that. What was it? Oops. Oh, epic breakdancing fails. Oh, come on. Bring it. Epic breakdancing AI. By the way, I just want to remind everybody that's joining us, there's a link in the very top of the description below to Line in the Sand, the new James O'Keefe documentary. Make sure you watch that. Very important documentary to understand the border crisis. He actually went on the ride. He went down there on the train, the big beast train, and he uncovered a lot of things that people need to know about. So if you haven't know anybody on the fence this election, that might just make the difference. So please feel free to grab that link and share it with them. There's also another link that's documentary only. You could enjoy if maybe someone didn't want to watch the full stream that I did. You can watch just the documentary itself. So it's all right there in that link. Make sure you follow that. And for the stream here, I never did pin anything on the chat tonight, did I? I forgot to do it. Maybe I'll just pin it in the chat for you guys. How about that? Yeah, it's usually my line in the sand was it was paywall too close to the election. So there you go. Look at this. I like the beat. All right, man. Man, we've been going here for a while, and I'm so happy all these people joined us here right at the end, liven up the crowd. Love it. I love it. Cool. Unveiling Reality. I do 5 streams a week. All kinds of stuff you may love and enjoy. Please subscribe, thumbs up, come back and see me. Tomorrow night, Old School Watch Party Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern with Talking Trash and Truth. That's her, Shelly, out there in the crowd. We'll be watching The Lost Boys. The Lost Boys. There's who am I redirecting to? I just looked and there's nobody there. Yeah, we're gonna do The Lost Boys tomorrow night along with a documentary up front. But that's what we do. We do a documentary and a movie. All you got to do is come here for the kickoff show. And we looks like I guess we're gonna go to Good Logic after this. We're gonna send you guys over to Good Logic. I looked for him in the okay, hold on. Logic. There he is. Okay, we're gonna send you over to Good Logic here in just a second. I do have a couple more things as we jam on out of here. Let me get my jam on out. This is a quick jam on out. Oh yeah. I did promise you guys I would play one song from my past, one song that I wrote a long time ago. I've been doing this at the end of the show. Let me see, make sure I get my visual up here for this. Reimagined, I hate that word, not reimagined. I got a new band. It's called we're called Winning Suno, and basically I've taken my old lyrics from songs that I've written. I was a musician for 30 years. I'm now a retired musician. I don't claim to be one anymore, but I was for 30 years, for a long time. And so I found a bunch of my old songs and I put them to new music. And this is the part of the show where I play one. So here is one from way back. And as Joe Walsh said once, if I knew I'd be playing this song the rest of my life, I might have written a better song. What's called $1. Yep.
I'm dreaming every night for a life of freedom, a world where all my debts are gone. 'Cause I'm down to $1 like yesterday, down to $1. When do I get paid? Down to $1. Please don't ask for 2, 'cause I'm down to $1. Just like you, just like you. I'm searching all the time to come up with the answers. I'm asking everyone I know. They say these things take time, but time is of the essence. 'Cause I have nothing left to show. 'Cause I'm down to $1 like yesterday. Down to $1. When do I get paid? Down to $1. Please don't ask for 2, 'cause I'm down to $1. Just like you, just
Yep. What I played. You're a guitar player too, Zach.
Financial tranquility, or so the story goes. I find it pretty hard to go from red to green when that light in that tunnel is so hard to be seen. And I'm down to $1 yesterday, down to $1.
You're gonna like what's coming up next, Zach. You're gonna love what's coming up next. Guarantee that. Oh, I can't hear me too well. Here we go. All right, that's an oldie but a goodie. All right, should be done. Okay. Yeah, I got some we're gonna jam on. This is the jam on out section of our show, right? That was my old jam on out there. Now we're gonna bring in the finest guitar player on earth, still alive today, still playing today. And let's see, we're gonna do, well, here we go. Let's see, what we're gonna do, this one or this one. I think we're gonna do, let's do this one. Let's do the finest guitar player on earth jamming with another one of the finest guitar players on earth. A mind-blowing epidemic of guitar. If you love guitar, you're gonna love this jam on out tonight. Let me make sure I got my, I haven't had to use this one in a while. Where's my jam on out banner? It's boom. All right, there it is. Thanks for coming out. Remember those links I threw out there, man, guys. It's important if you right now with the election coming up, man, if you got anybody on the fence, please let them see this. And if you don't know much about the border crisis, or you think you got it all, watch this documentary. It'll blow your mind. It'll make you understand why it's so important. But that's what I'll say about that. And I'll be back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern for Old School Watch Party Sundays. Remember, we're going to send you over to Good Logic. Tell them that Winning Reality and Shizzy was not sent you. All right. And enjoy the show over there as well. Hope to see you guys again. Thanks to all the new subscribers and the thumbs up, man. Hang out with us, man. Would love to have you come by and come to some shows and get to know us. We do a lot of shows a week, and I'm sure there's one that you'll just love to hang out with us with. And that's that. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Jimmy Herring and John McLaughlin jamming you on out of here. All right. And I will see you soon. And until that time, stay based, get active, vote, bring people you know to vote with you, share that line in the stand video, and keep on winning. Oh, I need to crank this up. Jimmy's very generous in this one. Time is free, y'all. Have a great night. See you next time.